signature
chat.
agent. We saw him pop off, have some massive clutches. This is a sharp team across the board that have
Early
defined
stream
their
today.
style. But as I say, this map veto, I don't think goes the way that they want it to. We see them aim for the three kind of same maps of Ascent, Lotus, Sunset in almost every veto. They've not managed to get that this time. It's a very, very different approach. So I want to see how their style can translate to these more difficult maps, and if they even attempt to run those things like the Breach on maps like Bind, where we almost never see it.
Yeah, it feels like a Boom has sort of cornered Velocity in
I'm
with
check if
regards
I'm
to the
live
map
on
veto, right?
YouTube
They've cornered
here.
them into a spot where they might not be feeling at all at ease. But it's up to Velocity now to show
Trying out
that
multi-stream
you know,
today.
they do have something planned for this. They aren't
Okay,
uncomfortable
I think
at
we're
all,
live.
and they actually have such
It
a
works.
wide playbook that they can actually do something that's totally unexpected of them. They've been impressing everybody, and they've been
Let's go,
exceeding
Boom.
everybody's
I hope they win.
expectations so far.
Also, how's you?
So I hope
How are you guys
they are well
today?
prepared for
I hope
what's
you
to
guys
come
are doing
from Boom
well.
Esports, because we've been seeing how amazing these players have been performing. Shiro on that Yoru, a special mention, of course,
Unreal.
because what he's been doing is yeah, absolutely unreal, as you mentioned.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to expect to see Shiro and the Yoru here for sure, but it is worth mentioning, Boom haven't played Bind yet this tournament either, so it is still an unknown for them. We don't know what they're going to bring out, but just the fact that they're picking it tells me that there's some confidence there, and that it's more of a focus to put Velocity on the back foot. So we will have to wait and see for this agent select, but I think there's a lot of different ways this could go. I don't think they can run the Breach. If I'm Velocity, I think you can bring out the Neon on Damara, but I don't think you can support him in the same way with that sort of Breach fade. I just don't see it working. I think they have to adapt to the map a little bit. I think we can still kind of expect double initiator from
I
them,
hope it's a
wanna
quick
say,
2-0.
just because of Madeline and Russ are so good on those agents. But we'll have a look now, and for the first time in my
Shiro is
life,
also
I
playing
am
Yoru
wrong.
here.
They're
Double
just
duelist.
putting the solo initiator on the Sky here. Damara sticking to the Neon. Russ playing the smokes on the Brimstone here. Lightning fast on the Rays. This is a big stylistic swap for Velocity. On the side of Boom,
Neon
they
and
keep
Rays,
it
wow. Neon on Bind, we don't see
simple.
that
A pretty
often, right?
standard double duelist with the Yoru and the Rays,
Okay.
with Nats playing that Brimstone. But this Velocity comp is wild. SK Rossi on device, we don't see this. I mean, this is a massive departure from everything we've seen from them in this tournament. This map is entirely different to the rest of their pool. So the onus is on them to show us some strength when they're put on the back foot, when they're put in an uncomfortable position.
Yeah, raise Neon into the sky. I'm very, very interested to see how this goes. We wanted some changes. Well, we got it. We're gonna step into Bind now with Dax and Azurai.
Thank you there, Mika and Morgan. And yeah, we are going into the unknown here, folks. Into our second series, into another incredible bout. Velocity versus Boom. And isn't it a little bit iconic for Boom Esports to pick a map that they have a legacy in from last year, right? We're going into Bind. And I do agree with what Morgan has mentioned. It's something we were talking about, Asteroid, right? Before we got into the series. Boom can float around some maps. They can respect ban that Lotus, make Velocity uncomfortable, and VLT respond with these drastic changes coming into this first map.
The last time that they played Velocity with this comp was way earlier this year around March. This is the same lineup that they've have. So is this just a comfort pick from way back, or have they actually practiced this coming into the new meta here in Valorant?
We'll see how comfy they are, right? Whitecat here in position. Damara, of
Okay,
course,
quick
really
exec.
going
Shiro got the
for
first kill
closer.
really well
Shiro
there.
finding light fast early on here. Whitecat still within the
Whiffing
container.
there from
Boom
Whitecat.
Esports trying to hold
Oh,
things off.
no.
Velocity has the overrun.
Uh-oh.
The flood looking strong here onto the side. And the pistols,
Oh, that's
they
not a
are
good
just
start.
smiling
They
on
whiffed.
Velocity right now as they get the plan.
Yeah, those are playing.
Comfort picks.
Okay, they're gonna
for
go. Everyone is
Velocity.
gonna go
You
long.
do see that show up here on the pistol.
Ah, shit. Wait, how did Whitecat whiff
Again,
that,
very
man?
just
Calm down,
strong
bro.
Approach
Calm down with your
for
aim, bro.
Velocity. I think Boom might have just
You have smoke still?
maybe
Okay, we have one smoke for the
floundered a
bomb.
little bit, peeking out one by one.
Yeah, overstaying their weapon perhaps.
Okay, we did not smoke the bomb.
Doing such a good job now to play the post, but here we have it. That snake fight could be huge from
Oh,
Berserk.
oh, let's go!
And that's
Come
he
on!
just keeps the antidote in his own pocket.
Oh my!
Velocity Gaming.
Wow, the
in
Molly
their
there. The
haste
Molly's the
runs
MVP
straight into the crosshairs of Boom.
of the
and
round.
with that, Boom make waste.
Oh my god, how did we win that?
Just tapped
Oh,
beautifully
no, I can
in
whip
that
there.
clutch situation. A couple of trades here and there, sure, again. And then you just see Nats with the monstrous clutch. That's a big one. Again, proving his tenacity and his ability to perform for Boom when they need him to.
I mean, one of the standouts, right, from RQ Academy. We have talked about how Boom Esports bringing young guns into this roster relatively, especially with Whitecat 2 in tow. Coming into the series, I just want to double down on things Morgan was mentioning, velocity, right? I think SK Rossi before this has played Vice 5 times in his
Scan.
DCT career. And the Slasher,
Okay, good shot.
Whitecat also with the tracking.
Wait, they forced by.
Boom
Okay.
Esports right now, just shutting out
Oh, come down, come down.
Velocity before
4v2
they
guys.
even get on started with the force buy here. Through the wall, even Russ will fall. SK Rossi right now watching the flag.
Oh my god.
The headshot's there, but SK Rossi still alive at least to try and do some
Okay,
damage.
at least they have bomb.
Yeah. Gonna have to probably wrap around. Maybe hope that he can get a flag or something, but that is a tricky spot to try to pick up the spike. So, I don't know. We'll have to see. 45
Shiro
HP,
hears
he
this,
does
no?
have the arc rose, maybe for a flash, but that doesn't
No?
really set him
Oh
up for
shit, they
anything.
didn't know.
Shiro, though, hasn't looked right behind him, and this is the pro. I'll say,
Okay, nice.
that
Good
was
awareness
a
there.
perfect time maybe for SK Rossi to get the flank,
Well.
but Shiro's aware.
As soon as you say it, right? It happens. Boom Esports with the know-how. And yeah, Shiro has been the standout of the group stage, top in the stats in many different departments. Really, a departure from the IGL, you know, the Indonesian crowd has been saying NC Slasher's the one also making those calls. But regardless, he has just had an incredible tournament so far. And it has to be tough for Velocity coming into this one, right? You think about their schedule. They faced off against Nongshim yesterday, one of the teams relegated from Pacific. Now you have to face off the other one. You're basically fighting the best of the best. And we've seen Velocity, of course, top their group in Group Omega. We've seen how incredible this team is. But yeah, it has to be a taxing back-to-back here for the South Asian squad.
Yeah, they still have yet to truly prove, you know, Lightning Fast back again on his raise. I did
Yeah.
mention how he was pretty known for that raise of his, but we'll see. It's been a while.
Oh!
It's been a while, and now Tamara speeding on
Holy
through.
shit,
Lightning
what is
Fast
that
though
happening,
caught
bro?
here by Shiro. And Boom Esports.
Oh
At
no.
the eco, but Tamara straight in the face of Berserks. That's velocity
Uh-oh.
for you. Signature speed into play. Fake out though. Almost taken on
Wait.
down. A bit
Really?
lucky.
We lost this round?
Doesn't actually connect there. Whitecat on the other hand. Pushing
No, man.
forward
He
here.
lucky, bro.
Hard to find the angles, but look at the post plant here from Velocity. Straying within the lamps right now. NC Slasher clearing out short
Oh.
also. Not really watching
Nice flank.
from what Madeline can do from afar. And
Traded,
speaking
bro.
of, Madeline actually catching out Whitecat already. Boom
Okay, nice
here,
one from
trying to
Shiro
put
there.
The numbers now, bit by bit, they're catching out Velocity, but time is running out here.
Time.
For Boom Esports, the utility from NC Slasher. Now he goes for
Time.
the spike. Halfway, where's the peak?
Nice.
There's Madeline, and immediately
Oh
NC
my.
Slasher keeping tabs for
Okay.
himself. Boom
Nice
Esports
round.
win the third round.
Shiro is such a menace.
Let's
On
go.
his
Good start, good start, good start,
outlaw,
guys. Good
he's
start.
always able to get into a position where the kills just go to him. Look at that. Again, every single time that he peeks, he goes out, he's able to just time it so well. Gets that 3, allows his teammate to continue the defuse. I mean, sure, again, the Fade had to.
There's
still
gonna be a
deal
surprise stream
with,
at the end
the one player
after
that
after
was,
this VCT game.
Madeline, but in, or not Madeline, but
I have
the other
announcement.
one. In any case, still able to do that much damage and not be figured out where you place yourself is so strong for Boom here.
Oh, why is it lagging, bro? Hello.
Their pocket, the shear though. Gonna get triggered here.
It's fine, I guess.
That insult. The Seekers now into play, courtesy of Velocity. Shiro trying to hold over his backside. The smokes come out, courtesy of Russ. And with the stun into
Velocity
play,
finally
the
had like a gun round. Yeah, full buy here after 4 rounds. Good.
Aura just trying his best to get one through to the other side. He's low already. Here he Slasher. Somehow alive. Now taken down. SK Rossi putting a good hurt on the opposition. It's ready for trade.
Hey,
Nasty answer.
okay,
Russ the
Boom.
only one standing trying to show
Should
the
win the round
utility
again,
here.
right? Oh, is it lagging, bro?
Go for the short angle, Asarai.
man.
And as time ticks away, we're gonna have to tap onto that spike. One bullet is all that Boom needs to take him down. Halfway now. No one's
Nice.
looking. Berserk's playing Protector though. And Boom Esports still get away with it.
So difficult to start pushing in to the sites just because of how much post-plant utility is still available for Boom here. Man, Whitecat also proving himself every single time that he tries to go for the aggressive plays like that. He's always able to get 1 to 2 kills, and that is incredible already for the Boom roster.
Yeah, I mean, he's a new kid on the block from the PH from Team Secret Academy. And remember what Shiro mentioned the first time we got to interview him after that first Boom win, right? Whitecat, he is still acclimating to that stage every single day. He's just getting better and better, more confident in what he does in this roster. Things are clicking here for Boom. The signs that they start winning on when Shiro performs exceptionally, when they're able to play these post plants well, when they're finding these clutch utility plays to give them the advantage, it has worked out in their favor more often than not in this game so far.
Yeah, agreed. So they can keep making that work. It's gonna be incredibly, it might be an incredibly quick first half here. Shiro has, I mean, it's still pretty early, but yeah.
I'm just thinking though, Velocity has done good work on one department so far here. They've getting into these post plans. They're really pressuring Boom. It's just Boom just out clutching them in kind of these 2v4 moments or whatnot. So we'll see if that trend will continue. A half buy here for Velocity right now. And Shiro still with this outlaw. Trailblazer takes the first bullet. There's still one in the chamber. The flash, the guiding light. Here comes Velocity. Just
Cover.
going gung-ho. But Damara's already taken
Okay.
on down. NC Slasher keeping
At least
the
good
tempo
trades
in check.
there, 2
The
for
knife
1.
2 to stave off Velocity.
Oh my
Why
goodness,
not?
that was close. Velocity could have made that so much worse for Boom.
It's scary there.
Still, they managed
wait,
to pull back.
the C's
Shiro
hit 3 there. That's
miraculously
really
is still
nice.
alive. And now Velocity kind of stuck to just keep pushing in to this B site.
I mean, coming to a round like this, Velocity would love to burn ultimates
Nice,
on the
Shiro.
other side. Shiro, though, finding Madeline. Watch out for Velocity. They still have SK Rossi with a gun and the Steel Garden.
Oh, he
if they
slipped
find the
through.
pick onto P,
Okay.
that could be the
Guess
ghost
they're
signal.
aware.
But Ross alone, isolated by the smoke. In that sense, now
Daniel's cross,
it's
SK
up
Rossi
to
is really
SK
in, I think.
Rossi. And he's trying to find any
play smart here.
isolated angle, but boom. They're not giving an inch. They're not letting up.
Nice.
Here it comes Shiro again.
Let's go,
straight
bro.
into his crosshairs.
Let's make
And
this
it's
quick.
5 here for Boom.
That was so close. I thought that Lightning Fast with his satchel could have gotten the entry. Thankfully enough, NC Slasher is just quick on the draw as he gets that that counter kill, and that's just going to be enough to stop them dead in the water. You saw that there was really very little, I think, that the rest of Velocity could have done at that point to readdress, attack the site once again. Now
Okay,
back
we're
to the
up
drawing
here.
board they go.
Shiro already has the operator.
Killers right now.
So he's now playing the duelist IGL full time, I think.
They have been shaken, but they're standing so strong right now, especially when they play the duo.
I don't like
Back
that
away.
pick, bro.
A great pick from SK Rossi and Velocity. They want to go for this A side.
Oh, he
Damara
picked that.
saved up by that poison, though. The snake bite preventing the Neon from going on in.
Nice.
But like
Ooh, got
the
you.
extra- Whitecat, where did he even come from?
Nice
Oh,
spot.
With that, it's a
Oh,
showstopper.
oh,
now
ace
it's the
type?
third.
No, I jinxed it.
Whitecat trying
Fuck,
to
man.
find another one here. Velocity still around the site. They find a moment to stabilize at the very least, but corners to hold Berserks within heaven.
Go, go, go.
Damara, he finally gets to sync up with the rest of the team. They're trying to bait out the peak of the spike tap. The mid is
No.
in. Berserks get the intel, but Damara, a much needed shot to
Wait,
make
can
it a
Shiro win
2v1.
this 1v2?
This is going to be the
question here.
long wraparound from Shiro. This could
Okay,
work, though.
only as a
Both eyes from
shorty. Okay,
Velocity
now he picked
set
up a
to
gun.
look
Is this winnable?
near the back of the site at spawn. So there's a chance, an opening here for Shiro. But of course, Velocity is starting to get wise.
Yeah, a matter of duelists here. And Shiro.
Oh my god, wait, he can win this, bro. No one is watching that.
Lightning fast. Just holding into
No.
the corner. Sees the neon. There's the contact, but Lightning fast
I
quickly
think if he hold the
swinging,
step there, he
and
can win
Velocity
there.
get on the board
All
here.
good, though.
There you have it. That was intensely close. Whitecat somehow
Wow.
just blitzing through on a short. Again,
If I can get the 4th kill, then we win,
getting
man.
the kill there.
100% we win.
And this separation
And Tila.
between Shiro and teammate, where he tried to go for the wraparound, leaving the Viper to his own devices, definitely
I don't like that peek from Natsu.
questionable
Why did he
at
like try
the best.
pick that angle?
A desync there from Boom, and I'd say some small mid-rounds from Velocity. They usually rely on Damar, right, to play the entry, but now since you have Lightning Fast on the Raze, they can get that second duelist to do that entry point from short, and that just gave them the chance to play onto the site. 1 on the board for Velocity, as we've said. They're gonna look to rally from that point. I'm a little interested. Nats has the Bucky on hand here. Perhaps trying to play the counter for either Lightning Fast or Damara in the backside. He's holding on to utility instead. Here we have Molly now into play. Damara gonna go for
Oh,
it.
nice!
Fast already in position, but White Cat and Berserks, they're the first stations that stop Velocity in their tracks. Here comes Shiro now. Gate crash on out. Doesn't want to stay with the operator into TP.
Oh,
Boom,
no, so
done
that's the
damage
one-way
already.
Viper that
Great
Bryce
denial
talking about
of
last night, right?
map control here against Velocity.
Yeah, okay,
They try to
that's
push
a really
through
nice
that
one-way, by the way.
Tiny exit path
That's a good one
outside of
to
showers,
know,
and you're met
obviously.
with Decay, with Molly, and with White Cat's complete magazine round. There's really not much options unless they were able to deal with White Cat early on, but again, definitely not. So back to B. They try, but Shiro's here with the operator.
Nice.
Through, sees the target, SK Rossi on a slow peak. Just found out here by Boom. And at this point, time has run out for Velocity. They're gonna cede the round, look to save some guns. Madeline might be in a little bit of danger here, but nah, Boom do rotate away from him to confirm the 6. And Asrai, that's one matchup coming into this one that looks so exciting, right? 2 young guns looking to make their names known. White Cat versus Damara here, and they have just been explosive so far, but unfortunately for Damara, he's the one shut down by the Boom defense.
Well, it is going to be quite tricky though too, right? Because again, as long as Berserk is able to survive up until Damara and Lightning Fast keep pushing into the site, they have to figure out a way to just bypass him in that fashion, and I don't know how they're going to try to do that.
Well, the flash could help here for Velocity into the overdrive.
Nice.
White Cat stable on the ATV.
Hey,
See
shut
you
down the
later,
neon
buddy.
here.
Tamara gonna go down early on. Steal a garden here for Velocity to try and keep the tempo going. Pressure is on. Orbital Strike onto the backside as well, but Boom, they have the
Okay, got
shower
one.
control.
Why
White
not?
Cat
Oh,
making Madeline
okay.
work for it. And Berserk
Got 2.
at that range with the shorty fadeaway.
Why
Lightning
not?
Fast goes down. And things going bad to worse here for Velocity. They have been stopped at the first station. Red
Another
lights
4v2.
straight in their face of the SK
Let
Rossi
us
and
not
Russ
throw this round. Let's
looking
convert.
to salvage the round. They pick up the spike at the very least. Chance perhaps to go for the rotation. But with these positions from Boom, any sound cue, you know they'll look to find the
Nice.
push here and straight into the crosshairs. Berserk's just waiting patiently.
Uh-oh.
Right now, time is on the side of Boom Esports. And
Nice.
here we
Let's
go
go.
again. A third for Berserks as we see Boom get to 7.
Like I mentioned, there was a chance from Velocity here to go to that TP, but Shiro's gate crash was already positioned somewhere on the elbow there, so definitely not the easiest for them to try to pick up, but at least potentially a 1 versus 2. Still, I like the idea here from Velocity.
Timeout again?
They
Timeout
try
again?
to
Question mark?
match up
Oh,
the
not
slow
yet.
approach
They still
into
keep
A,
that?
Maybe get a
No timeout yet?
picks here and there, which was what kind of happened with Russ getting 2 kills, but him losing his teammate that earlier on, SK Rossi, definitely not helped out his overall plan there.
Yeah, Boom has just been ready for whatever Velocity throws at them.
Oh,
And Berserk's now trying to get the shot to
Oh
go
my,
again.
wait, they
White
just
Cat
run it
this
down,
time
hello?
checked
No!
by Damara. He
Wait, what
learned his
happened, bro?
lesson, and he makes Boom pay
Oh,
that
no.
price. Well done by Velocity.
Wow,
with
this
the
is the run
shares
that
to
we
get on
lose,
the
really?
side, get some guns along the way, and here we
Happened
go.
twice already.
They're gonna go for half the plan.
Oh shit, I think we just saved,
Works
no?
out them
Oh, we gotta go?
capitalizing on the delay of Boom,
I mean, we do have money though. So.
pushing harder and harder into things. Still though, ooh,
Berserks
Oh, nice!
Slithering
What?
in.
Wait, how
And
did
Lon
we...
points to
Wait,
Slither
how
at
did we turn
point.
this
It's
around, bro?
magical from Berserks when he gets into position.
Oh my!
And the Viper's
Wait.
not done! The Viper's not done! A third kill for Berserks.
What the
Madeline
hell?
looking to save the day, but Berserks is unbeatable! The 4K there as Boom
What?
gets to 8.
Incredible.
Wait, what is
from
Velocity
Boom
doing there?
has
Wait, I thought they
always
already locked in the
mentioned
round, bro. 5v3 and they
Berserks.
just started dying one by one.
feeding off of that one flash.
What?
And SK Rossi blinding him through the arc rows, him reacting and still getting the kill is just so overwhelming. Like, how do you beat someone like that? And Berserks, you know, he's just stretching, just making sure that all of his joints are well warmed up. But wow, 8-1 is definitely a problem here for Velocity.
Look, the Boom legacy wouldn't be a thing without Berserks. He has just been one of their core players.
Okay, nice,
in
we have
such
ult
a
now.
long
Crimson
time,
ult, Raze ult,
even
one
before
of
they got
Fate
to
ult.
Pacific, right? So it just goes to show.
Also two
how
of Viper
reliable
ult.
Shiro gets the leg hit onto Lightning fast. Does get the back away after that initial intel here for Velocity.
So, at least they do have Madeline for that quick little heal. If there is any kind of like an early pick that Velocity could get, a follow-up with the Seekers is going to be huge right now for Velocity. But again, Boom is just forcing them back slower, more and more.
Oh, Skitty!
Chance here as he slashes
Oh
these
my-
on in the
okay,
stuns there,
wow.
and Damara punishing the overextension of Boom in that instance. Now's a chance for Velocity to go for this
Wait, how
weak
did
side. Shiro
Shiro
can't hit
whiffs?
the mark as Lightning Fast is
No,
in
okay,
position.
Shiro
And
has
there
to
you
hit
go.
at least
He's the
one
force
there.
of nature and
No
straight
moment.
onto the site.
I guess they
That's
finally
what they
convert here. We
needed.
just save, right?
Damara not fearing the seas.
Then we just
what is it only but
save it,
like
bro.
tether? So you keep pushing through, get the kill, and everyone feeds off of it.
He's like, I get the sun, I get the win, but here we go with Nats already. in for
Okay,
Movie Sports with the
never
retake.
mind, he
Nats
got 2
immediately
kills.
with the double of his own. Showstopper, primed and ready. Almost strike as well to fend off players from Hoka. Here comes Damara, though, in position. Damara with the shutdown! Damara! Finally felled by Whitecat! But Velocity have so many angles of opportunity. Here we go.
Oh.
But Whitecat!
Wow,
still gets away with
actually,
one more,
it's a
so
1v1, bro.
Russ keeps
Somehow.
the round in favor of Velocity. The captain keeps it cool. It's a second here for the attackers.
Yeah, what is that,
That
bro?
was
What is that neon?
close.
Neon slide and headshot.
Shiro took his sweet time
Wait, that's actually winnable.
holding the middle of the site for as long as he possibly could, hoping that maybe he can hit a shot or two, or having that confidence that he could hit that shot or two.
They throw a lot of rounds here.
And
I think Velocity
just
should at least like
overwhelmed
2 more
by
rounds.
lightning
Not
fast,
gonna lie.
and that is what Velocity wants.
Somehow this is at E2 now.
Boom, making these slight overcommitments that turn into mistakes, that turn into round wins for Velocity. Oh, let's get Rossi.
I mean, that's the opportunity for Velocity, right? They struggle to make the executes happen because of Boom's anchors. When they get these picks, then you thin the herd. It's a lot easier, obviously. Velocity have done a good job to win those 1v1s across the board. Here comes the orbital strike, though.
Oh, no!
Right on through, like fast
Ah, the
catching out
TP's
Shiro.
bit late
Velocity
here.
keeping the
No,
momentum in
man.
their favor. Berserk's not gonna get stunned enough. No one's checking,
Oh,
no one's checking
shit,
until
okay. That
Damara
was-
keeps the train going. It's a great pace here from Velocity. The two
Ah,
duelists doing all
okay.
they can to do some
Runs
immense
messy
damage.
here from Boom.
And there you have it. The rally now from Velocity to confirm another round.
Yeah, now this is Velocity's ballpark, right? Setting the pace. Incredibly quick, fast to get into the site. And Boom, none the wiser, don't even know what hit him.
It's just lovely to see the evolution of Velocity. I mean, we've seen it happen in the group stage here in this game. They've been checking these off angles a lot more coming into the executes. They've been punishing players like Berserks, like Whitecat, especially after some of those elevated angle antics. And bit by bit, it's Velocity right now making a case for themselves as well. We've been talking about discomfort from the panel, and yet this is the Boom map pick. From what was a commanding lead from Boom, Velocity are taking parts of it away now.
So if Velocity can keep that tempo, can keep that working, and we'll probably have a game in our hands. That's the one that they wanted. That's the speed at which they needed to attack. Damara as well, just following up on his co-duelist here with Lightning Fast. You see that they're reaping the benefits. 10 kills for Damara, 7 for Lightning Fast. And they've pushed Boom's economy a little bit to the weaker side.
I mean, they are expecting the early aggression though from Boom. And as soon as the overdrive is heard across the map,
Okay,
the
Berserk
Viper
has to
spin
stay
on the
alive.
other side.
Yeah, that's good.
Boom
And
will
Slasher
do
hopefully
best
stays
just to
alive.
stall.
Wait, why did they have
Wait
4A
out
with
the
Viper?
electric timer there.
I feel like NC Slasher should get
Use
some
the
help,
promo
right?
From Nats, Shiro.
Finally, we get help.
He's also making some noise, trying to
Reinforcement
fake
there.
out some of the rotations here, but Velocity, they're not biting, just waiting for the smoke to dissipate.
Yeah. And again, this is where it gets tricky, right? Because once that smoke dissipates, no more Molly, no nothing. They gotta commit to the fight.
Oh!
He punches
Oh
four,
my!
and they just
The
didn't
Judge
even see
Gaming, bro.
that one coming.
Let's
Velocity
go.
knocked out of the round effectively. SK
And we know
Rossi,
where,
the
Easy.
only one standing, but that was just utterly fearless.
Get
from
ace, maybe?
Boom.
Get ace.
Apex Predators, the Wolfpack is on the hunt, and here
Let's
we
go!
They howl as Nats gets the
First
Predator
ace.
ace. Boom Esports confirmed the half, 9-3 in their favor.
Truly the Predator, the killer of killers here as he just completely drains the life out of this potential A take. It's happened twice, thrice now. The Velocity kept that push going, and Nats got wind of it. He understood the pacing, the timing, and he took it into his own hands. With that being said, we end 9-3, and we'll have our halftime break.
Judge Gaming. Is that Vincent playing there? I think it's Vin. Shit. Now he upgraded from the Bucky to Judge, bro. Fucking shameless. Shameless guy. Fucking shotgun merchant.
And we have returned 9-3. Boom Esports have that lead, but Velocity, they've done some pretty creative things to keep themselves afloat in that first half.
Yeah, and some highlights too, right?
Wait, we have a
Nats
different Viper
with
wall
that
here.
ace, using
Shiro
the
just
Judge.
walked in.
Just
They're
boom,
gonna
boom,
4-man
boom.
flank,
It's-
apparently.
it's one story to watch
Did
out
expect
for,
this?
but now they're on the attacking side. Velocity, maybe believing in curses here. Superstition to help them on the defense, but in this case, it's a long flank from many here from the side of Velocity.
Yeah, there will be at least someone to check this, but if they're not careful, they could just get brute force by
Oh!
Velocity here.
Oh shit, okay,
Mars
fight backside, fight backside!
makes the trade happen.
Okay, we have to fight backside, bro.
Velocity to play the
Okay,
unexpected
okay, that works
here,
too,
and
I guess.
Slacker Whitecat now
Okay,
ready, and now
okay, let's
he's
go, we
raring
won
to
pistol.
go.
Big round, big
Boom,
round.
to
Good job
double
there.
digits This fast.
Oh
That's
my
a
god,
quick
that was a bit
distance
scary
from
though. I think if I'm...
Well,
Oh my god, I'm gonna call a backside
You know
fight
what?
there. I think take backside. Bit scary
it's
there.
just Boom things.
That could go
Look
either
at
way, in my opinion.
Again, I thought Velocity, this was a
Wow,
great
that's a
play
great
from
double hold though
Velocity.
from
They have
NC Slash
numbers,
and
they got
Whitecat.
everything. And then Boom just reminds them that they are filled with players just raring to go for these gunfights.
Yeah, they're shooters, man. And you can see for Boom, they are in command of this game so far. Anti-eco right now. So, looking to see what Shiro and Whitecat are up to with the entry. Velocity do have a good tell on the stack though. They're already at least
Okay.
challenge Boom Esports right now. Prowler comes on in. Shiro plays up close. Now overrun here by Damara.
Okay.
That's in
Oh
that
shit,
chaos.
it's
Gets
scary
killed.
here.
Russ making the
Get
sheriff
out.
count too.
Oh,
And
oh
even
no!
Russ and Madeline.
Uh-oh.
The two
This
voices
is not
really of
good.
velocity. The voices of reason now
Shit.
bringing the clutch.
Okay, we need to keep the Vandal at all costs, bro.
Stellar shots with
Oh,
the
no, this is not good.
pistols.
Wow, they have a good read,
soon,
bro.
While Berserk's is in this
Fuck.
insight right now. The
They
problem
play
is White
4-man
Cat,
B long.
He's the one with the
That's not
spike
good.
here. Contact coming up to a close into Lambs.
Oh no, wait, how did we lose this round, bro?
That
No!
footwork
Okay, we
was
should
just
just
so
save the gun, bro.
damn good. And well, at this point,
Oh no,
White
bro.
Cat,
This is a disastrous
the plan,
round.
do you throw
Fuck,
away
man.
the rifle?
This is not
You
good.
look to play the hero. A 1v4 crafted here by Velocity so far. It's already huge.
Yeah, there's no, I think, like, bad decision to try to just go for the clutch here, because either way,
seconds
right,
left.
it's gonna be a bad economic round coming to the next for Boom here. So might as well just have White Cat plant the spike, play the post, get as many kills as you can, and just maybe hope. But yeah, it's gonna be.
Oh, he
quite
planned the bomb?
Yeah,
Oh
spike
my
bombs
god.
planted
If
with
White Cat wins this one,
Healer.
bro, he's the GOAT.
White Cat just wants to play it close and safe. He has a single blast back to work with the Trailblazer now coming on through. Intel provided. White Cat expecting the push now from the CT side.
Okay, I've seen clutches
There
from this
too.
angle.
When's the swing gonna come on in?
No, never
SK
mind.
With the flag and Russ again.
That was too ambitious.
With that Sheriff. Remember yesterday, Velocity struggling against the Ecos. Now this time, they're the ones who
Fuck,
put the
man.
hurt in these kind of rounds.
No, how did we lose that round?
Yeah, just again meeting.
I know, that round is so
Boom
bad, bro.
where they push is a great strategy just to deny them. Flashes
No.
from Madeline have been
Nice shots there, though,
honestly,
from
in this,
Russ.
by
And a
map of
spam.
ours.
That's unlucky, honestly.
Well, he's not gonna.
The timing of the
slow
flash is
down now from the
insane, though,
looks of
here
it.
from SK Rossi.
Rossi's holding that sight. That was pretty important too. Oh, now we're seeing the view party for Velocity there. I was about to say, SK Rossi had to hold that. If Berserks caught him, there was a chance where White Cat could have just rotated to A, maybe gone to the teleporter, and they still had a nice little pillar to play around with that post plant.
Yeah, some big moments there from Velocity, and now they get that momentum in their favor. Boom, though, coming in from Ruka. Lightning fast. That was a speed shot on the
Okay,
Nats.
oh.
White Cat just brings
Ran him
the
down
shorty
there
to
like a
his
dog.
face. So, regardless of the guns, boom, straight on through towards that B site. They're actually rethinking the plans. Now they reposition. They have NC Slasher onto the default, and here we have it.
Spike
It's post
planted.
plant.
Okay, good trade. Good trade. Good trade. And we get the Vandal here.
Gotta go.
The flood comes on through, so boom. Just trying to chip away against Velocity. Damara.
Nice! Ooh, gila, Shiro, mantap banget.
Too many. Russ now goes for the molly. Big insult provided there by
Oh.
Damara. SK Rossi and
Okay,
Russ.
Berserks. Clutch.
Stabilizing this defense.
Oh, yes! Of course, it's Berserks!
Now
Oh, I got
clutch
gila di
as
clutch
he
back mat.
goes mad with those
Ngawur.
shots. Boom Esports. We've talked about
What?
how valuable Berserks has been.
Damn,
throughout
what
the
happened in
years,
this
but
game,
this
bro?
is just
You've seen like
another
every
moment
insane
made by him.
thing happen, bro.
Again and again and again. He's
Holy.
himself in
Ooh!
so used to it already. Look at that, just a smooth transition of kills with the Guardian
Okay, bro.
Blast.
Okay. What was that round?
Hella problematic for Velocity. They still have the they still have the money, sure, but rounds is just trickling Boom's way.
You wonder why Berserks is still in this team for such a long time. That's why. That's how good he is in those critical situations for Boom. And with Velocity now feeling the hurt there, it still was some good damage by Velocity regardless. They have the buys coming into this round, but the scoreline is getting wider and wider. You can feel the pressure on the defense now. Rossi alongside Russ.
Oh, is it the
Trap
bait setup?
Here. Judge on the hand.
Oh, it's-
Russ trying to
Okay, good trade
replicate what
though, good
Nats
trade.
did against him in the last half. And
Okay,
Rossi in
all
position,
good.
but it's straight for trade.
Still 3v3.
Boom still having the spike in their hands, making it 3v3. It's really that
Okay,
push.
a bit
from
dangerous here.
Lightning
The race
Fast
is
that
flanking.
could find some value here.
Yeah, he still has
Spike is alone. Okay, this is kind of
complete
scary.
arsenal for himself, so he can just slide into the site.
Ooh! Nice.
Fancy Slasher clearing the corner.
Oh,
Things looking good
he was
here
so ready
for
for the
Boom.
angle. By the way.
And Velocity have to play
Okay, they have to
separated
watch flank,
on
though.
this front.
Okay, we're
The
watching flank.
rear, it's being watched
Good.
for the flank. There's someone keeping an
Okay,
eye
good
out.
ball up here.
But with Lightning Fast doing some great chip damage. That should be
Okay,
confidence
Shiro
for
stay
Velocity
alive here, 10
to try
HP.
and go for the
Just
fight.
play his life.
It forces Shiro to back into Labs. Madeline gonna be dropping on
Okay, we
down
know
here.
one's
By the
backside.
bench, NC Slasher into the
Oh,
corner. Here
shit.
goes Madeline. Perfect step to get that kill.
Nice.
2v2. Berserks again.
Nice,
And
Shiro.
Still,
Good
if
timing,
he's
bro.
alive, he's gonna be a threat. Map point here for Boom.
Let's go. One more.
That lightning
Come on,
fast
bro,
look
come
like he
on.
Just slipped
One more
on the
round, one more
box there
round.
and fell. Still, look at just how quickly they're able to transition kill after kill. I like the potential flags from Velocity here, but it's all according to plan for Boom. They're just aware of the timings and everything. And now Velocity call their final time out of this first game. One of the few times that, again, Velocity are pushed to the limit here in Ascension.
Yeah.
It's all courtesy of Boom.
Yeah, it's against the teams that came from Pacific, right? But that discomfort, it's one thing we were talking about before we got even into the game. The fact that Boom got to ban out Lotus and then pick this bind map, they were so willing to just play this map that they haven't played in Ascension at all for good reason. The legacy players are so confident on it. They're just so well acclimated with playing one another. And while there's some good ideas from Velocity, we saw some entries a while ago in the first half. It's just lacking compared to their usual antics with their usual compositions. And this is where, yeah, you can see how the scoreline reflects that issue.
Such a problematic position to be in from Velocity here. And again, they haven't really breached through the kills that were kind of used for them, right? Eski Rossi at 9, Lightning Fast with 8. Is not the same Velocity. And kind of going back to what I was talking about a couple of yesterday.
They're gonna push here.
Velocity just lesser with Eski Rossi not being on his chamber.
Oh my
Nats is out of there.
Yeah, we'll see. Comfort's a big factor for the Velocity run and straight on through, right? Orbital Strike. But he can't confirm.
There's one. They
kill
know
on
Shiro
the
is
frame.
here.
Instead, Shiro making some noise.
Got the orb.
Red shower.
Okay, Vivid P now.
Boom Esports to mobilize around the map, so they get
Now
the
they have
spike
no more
right now.
flash. That's good.
They've realized
Out of
Velocity
They
have
invest 2
rotated on
Sky
the way.
Flash there.
And just because of that initial Yoru presence, VLT in their stack, they're sticking around A. Now the rotation comes
SK
on
Rossi
in.
is alone on B with his buy
So the
setup.
mind
Okay,
games are
now
unreal
they
and-
rotate. Oh, Boom gonna call them back.
Are they
to
gonna
A,
sell
or-
another fake? Let's go for that
Oh,
A
this
side
might be like-
where the Sky awaits.
might be good,
'cause
eh?
Shiro
Hopefully
and
it's not
Berserks
overcooking
are in
here.
position
Maybe
to try
TP
and
after
make some noise
this.
here.
Gotta try to make that open.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Nice,
wow.
wow.
I mean,
Yeah.
if
Oh, they're gonna
Berserk is
sell
like
a fake
that,
there.
then it's definitely a possibility.
When you're right.
Oh,
but
shit, but
also
Madeline is
correct in
aware,
his
man.
assumption not
Oh,
gonna get found.
we should take A now.
Velocity. They haven't been tricked here at all.
Wall up, wall up, wall up.
Thanks to Madeline.
Oh, TP again.
Keeps
Okay, all good.
his A
That
side
also
clear
works.
for the time being. The rotation though, and boom.
Double fake?
How many times are we
Double
gonna
fake?
do this cycle?
What the
Double,
fuck?
triple back. We're going back straight into A. And Madeline is still around in that position, so watch out for the Sky.
What?
Can he play crucial?
Wait,
here?
this is double
Berserk's
fake?
on
No
the other
way,
hand,
bro.
doing some damage, but Madeline has
Oh,
to
okay,
be
GG.
Madeline gets rid of
GG.
Slasher. The spike being
Surely
planted.
GG.
Finally, Boom, get it done. Russ clears Berserks into a 2v1, but in this chaos, Boom looks to
Yep,
thrive.
GG, let's
There's
go.
no passing Shiro now.
Wait, map 1.
It's a win.
Not even
here
close.
for Boom on Vine. 13
Let's go.
4 to take map number 1.
Have you ever seen a Viper be used as an entry fragger or a like in that regard? It looks like he was playing a duelist at that point. Berserks really showing up in this bind map in more ways than one, and it elevated the team to heights that overwhelmed Velocity and then some. Man, that was just so much for Velocity to handle here. Berserk's ability to defend, his ability to enter
go.
frag, defend, as I mentioned, is just so much to handle.
Yeah, just whenever Nat screams, it always gets me. And he had an incredible outing here, especially in that first and last round of the first half. But you said it, Berserk's just a complete package at this point. He's done everything he can for the team. 2 incredible clutches, courtesy of such a legacy player on the Boom roster. And that last round was just so tough to follow for Velocity, especially, like, big props to Madeline. He was able to take down one of the spike bearers there. That could have been a timer thing, but yeah, Boom doing damage on both A and B at the same time thanks to Berserks as well. You don't get any bonus points for that. But the commanding win here from Boom is already a sentiment to watch out for. They've made Velocity uncomfortable here with their first map pick. They took away Lotus in the draft. And right now, it's Velocity who has to rely on their own map pick of Sunset to rally back into the series.
Yeah, but at least with this first game being done and dusted, you know that Boom have put a tremendous amount of effort figuring out what's the big counters here against Velocity, how to play against it. Sure, again, it's the players themselves that were able to execute well into this first game, but understanding the map strengths of Velocity definitely helped them out. And Bind being such a unknown factor between the two for a very long time is also something to take note of here.
Yeah, and well, Boom, they get this lead. They're raring to go, and they want to put themselves in a position to get back into Pacific, right? 13-4, our final score for map number 1. Let's toss it over to the panel now.
Yep, 13-4. That scoreline definitely screams dominance, and Boom, they didn't even break into a sweat here. You saw Shiro, he was so calm. He was not tilted at all. He was just like, okay, boys, yep, that's how we do it. And with performances all around, like with Whitecat and Nats really popping off, and as we've been talking about before this series, right? Really getting comfortable with what they have to do when they go up against other teams, and we go up against like a more pressured series. They're showing how they're really honing themselves to part of this squad and this roster. Oh my God, Morgan. Boom Esports definitely showing how much of this tier 1 training and being conditioned by the likes of T1 and Paper Rex and all of those have what that has been doing to the team.
Yeah, I mean, they're just continuing to grow throughout this tournament, really stepping up here on Bind. I mean, just look at Berserks, clear on top of the scoreboard in front of everybody else. A massive, massive game from him in this, comfort role here. So I love this from Boom. And, one thing you spoke about is Shiro being so calm in all of this. That seems to be their whole demeanor this entire time. They feel like they're the best. They don't even need to get excited when they win because it's supposed to happen. That's how they're feeling right now. And something the casters spoke about, I just love the pick of Bind here. I think it's so good. It really is putting Velocity in a place where they're going to feel really uncomfortable, and we saw how that played out. Berserk's going to be the map MVP, because how could he not be?
Yeah, it was ridiculous. It was funny how that last round kind of summed it up, where you could leave Berserks on a side. There's 3 over there, 3v1 it, and Berserks is like, yeah, okay, no problem. And that was literally how much of a presence he had on this map. And we keep talking about how Boom did not feel like their energy spiked at all, because yes, we love it when the team stand up and get riled up. It's a lot of fun, but also that can be very revealing as well. You can overheat it. It can get into your head also. And Boom, they were just locked in. And I feel like that's even more dangerous for a squad like this.
Yeah, I mean, they're laser focused and disciplined. I mean, we've been talking about this team in Pacific all year, Mika, about how even on these games where they've lost over in Pacific, they look like a well-drilled team, and that's because they play very good, very clean Valorant, and that's why they're not phased by this. They do take their map pick of Bind 1-0 up now in this series, one step closer to that Pacific slot.
Yep, they've got a taste of it already this entire year. They want it back. They want to get back on there. They still have one more map to play, so we'll get right to that right after this very quick break. Welcome back, guys. You are watching VCT Ascension Pacific, and we're on to map number 2 between Velocity and Boom Esports. And we just saw complete dominance from Boom Esports on that first map of Bind. This is going to be Velocity's pick now, though. So I'm wondering what they have planned on Sunset, especially since Boom made such a statement on that first map, Morgan.
Yeah, I mean, Sunset is a safe pick for Velocity. We know that they like it. This is a map they've been good on, so it's very much expected. But the problem with it being expected is that it's expected for Boom also. And I mean, this coaching staff, I think they do some of the best prep we saw in Pacific last year, even being an Ascension team. I think the way they game plan around their opponents has always been incredibly effective. So I think the question mark is on Boom. What answers do they have cooked up? Are they prepared for this breach that they know Velocity are going to bring and have had success with? I'm curious if they're going to stick with that same comp that we've seen, where they're running that Neon Yoru double duelist, or maybe is it time for a change? We saw SLT Songnam do that earlier, so I think it could be a nice little wrinkle if they have that ready to go.
Yeah, at this point, it's not news anymore, so they bring out the breach, right? But even if they do stick with something that's comfortable to them, which is likely for Velocity, I do want to see some kind of change, perhaps in the pacing. We just saw how Boom were able to, really just, just turn them around, and it didn't feel like Velocity were really up to a lot of the aim duels. We saw them lose so many rounds with just pure firepower and instinct plays from Boom Esports, and it really just shows, like, again, what they had to be, the grind, the Pacific grind that they had to be put through this entire year from the likes of teams like Paper Rex or T1 or Zeta Division. And you just saw just how instinctive they were able to play and take so many fights that didn't feel like Velocity was like up to that kind of level just yet.
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest problem I saw for Velocity is that the composition they're running just does not have a lot of util. Neon, not super utility heavy, running single initiate a Sky, so it's only that really the dog. And even you look at the smokes roll, it's swapped from an Omen that we normally see from them, where you have the Paranoia as a massive tool, to Brimstone, where you're really just running with that Molly. So they're used to playing with lots of util. Domara especially is used to being set up by lots of util, and they couldn't do that in this first map. So I think the comp change, as we move towards Sunset, the stylistic change that we know we're going to see from them will seem to give them a boost. That's what I'm really hoping for. We're coming into this map with no changes compositionally from either of these teams, but as you say, it's VLT on the back foot, looking to bounce back, and Boom have to be the ones able to put a stop to Russ's breach because it's been so effective.
Yeah, comfort isn't a bad thing for Velocity, right? Because for these agents, they know what they have to do. Perhaps they'll be, a little bit more synergized here because it's something that they've ran over and over again. So hopefully this means a better performance from them, but I don't think they should shy away from all of the fights that Boom have. Yes, they can be intimidating, especially since you have Berserks, for example, that's just so online today, but they cannot back down, especially since this is their map that they have to win. We're gonna toss it to Azurai and Dax to take us into Sunset.
Yeah, we just agree with you there. Just Velocity Gaming. It's probably a sweater, it's probably a hoodie. This composition gives them a warm hug. It's comfort. It's necessary coming into this next map because it's one of their reliable ones. Sunset from map number 2. Velocity's map pick. But Boom, man. The firepower has been incredible in this series, and yeah, White Cat and Shiro looking to do it all over again here.
Yeah, and again, I got to put this into the mix. Berserks has been an incredible lurking force for Boom here. If it can translate that into Sunset, there's a lot of options that they can do even as they start on the defending side.
Yeah, and Morgan Mika mentioned it, 21 kills, especially for Berserks in that last game. Damara, though, this time around, runs straight into the tripwire, and Boom respect the utility of Velocity. Exactly what Morgan was mentioning. Damara, more accustomed to having all of that set up for him on the entry. Boom, on the other hand, here at the flank, Shiro, White Cat, to lead the charge here. Early Valve Neons yet again coming to a head here. White Cat trying to find a position. Berserk's actually finding out Russ. Berserk still around on the market. Same momentum from map number 1. Finally taken down by Madeline, who gets a double.
Yeah, White Cat always wish on pistol round, I guess.
From Boom. Looks
nice
strong,
run from
and
that.
continuing where Boom has left off. First pistol goes to Boom here.
Okay, I thought for a second they
Let's
forgot
go.
to defuse the spike, but yeah, it's so difficult for them to have held that, thinking that Velocity thinking that their opponents would be coming through their own side of the spawn, not really from the flank. And you can see how far they've pushed into Boba, maybe thinking about that one thing. And because of it as well, they're just spread, or they were pushed way too far, not near the spike enough, and they couldn't really deal with what was the backstab of Boom altogether on that pistol.
Yeah, and I'm just wondering the game plan here for Boom right now. Will it be about the retakes when Velocity will invest Russ's utility to get the Mara in? That's a
Are
question
they gonna force again?
for the next
After
few
they get the
rounds here.
plan?
Coming into the anti-eco. You know, some fun stats right now. Boom, perfect on the pistols so far. We have seen Velocity take a thrifty away though. And also, apparently, thanks to Prod, every single day we've gotten an ace. And well, we saw it in map number 1. Will we see it in map number 2? Berserk's here at the backside. Tomorrow will go down, holding onto the Spectre. Here comes the push from Velocity.
Oh,
Shiro,
Shiro!
though,
Oh
making
my.
his mark happen. 3 kills off the
Nice.
Arsenal. And that's Boom getting a second round.
Let's go.
Pricey, I would say, for Velocity here. That just means that they're going to be going into that third round with a hodgepodge of maybe a shotgun, SMG, we'll have to see. But again, this was just showing to us how strong Boom's capability is at those multi-kills. Shiro went straight into like 3 players of Velocity who had stingers and somehow got out of that one with 3 kills.
Yeah, we saw that in the first map when Velocity went for the force buy. Boom was able to hold them off. Same story so far. But VLT right now gets spotted by the recon dart. Here we go with the judge
Hey, bait
gaming
setup here
again from Boom.
from
They
left and
grab
white cat.
these auto shotties in these tight-knit corners on the map pool itself.
Nice, got one.
Shot comes on through, but White Cat still holding position.
Okay, get out.
At the
Oh,
end of
nice bait.
opportunity, Nats also shows on up. And just Boom again, bringing
Nice.
Velocity to the
Oh,
blender.
let's go.
Electrified by the judge.
Brilliant
White
there.
Cat confirming it's a flawless for Boom.
Man,
Damn. I'm holding them down there. 2 guys holding them down.
From Russ, completely goes unnoticed, I think, by the rest of Velocity here. Chef's kiss from Boom. Look at this. They thought that they cleared up that angle, and then from out of nowhere, in a split second, like you mentioned, they were put through the grinder of the judge. And man, were they definitely just executed pretty well there by White Cat.
Yeah, White Cat just found that small sliver to work with, and from that point on, Boom, we're just not dislodged at all. VLT, they have the guns this time around. If they want to make a mark in half its time, Shiro
Nice,
scoped
got one.
in, gets the 2 shots to go onto lightning fast. Berserks as well, yet again, within the cyber cages. Nice pick by Damara to find White Cat at the very least. Still offered for VLT. They don't have that backside control. Berserks right now just navigating on through, fake out sent also to the other side. And interesting
No
enough.
plans.
Yeah, no plans as of yet. VLT, they don't want to be caught lacking. They'll just pivot on
Wow.
the way, but Shiro hits the head of the IGL. Damara in position. Here comes the push from Berserks right now. Madeline's, SK Rossi doing their best to keep the fight going. But do they know? They don't know. They don't know.
Wait.
They crawl on
Oh,
through. SK
number one.
Rossi, now he
Where?
figures it out. And Velocity, a much needed round on the board.
Yeah. Too close for comfort there, though. Never know. Might have been able to jump up through the boxes and just gotten that nice little backstab. This is what Velocity needed in this round. Separating the front to the back of the site, not allowing Boom to get those punishes. And you saw, there was a moment there, I think, where Berserk was waiting for maybe some of his traps to trigger, but Velocity was pretty keen on breaking or not tripping up, which is incredibly, I think, important in that situation.
Yeah, and in the end, right, Boom was the one who was a bit more impatient, jumped the gun, and that's why Velocity held off that spike plant for so long. So well read there by VLT. Some calls in the thick of the action, helping out the squad. But yeah, Nats, he's pushing. They're gonna keep an eye out. These one-ways, they do scare off Velocity to play the push there and straight into the stack that Boom have towards B.
Well, there's still a bunch of these tripwires, and Shiro getting closer and closer for the peak.
Shiro still has the alpha on hand. More of the players with Velocity having full armor in this situation, so he still can't get that one-shot threshold. The flash comes on in, but Berserks with the Cyber Cages stacked on up. VLT, they're burning the Boom utility right now. Hunter's Fury comes up through from Madeline as well. Let's go here in round number 5. SK Rossi finding one. It's Velocity again, winning out the trade, but here in the backside.
Oh, nice, nice
Boom
ult.
with Chiron Berserks! Come on, these names! How many times do you have to say it for Boom Esports? The spike now in the threshold, in the sightlines here of Berserks. Madeline will try to look for the rotation into Boba. But who sees who first? Nats now found out. 15 seconds left. Berserks get away from the contact points. Velocity, they're pressed for time. There's the fake. Berserks now into cover. And Madeline, does he have it in him? It's not gonna happen. Berserks again. Brilliance here. And it's a 4th round for Boom.
That's insane. He allowed himself to not break the recon dart just so that Madeline didn't really know if Berserks went for the wraparound. Look at that. He was like looking straight into B main thinking that, oh, he might have actually positioned himself just more passively. Berserks is just galaxy braiding. I haven't used that term in like forever, but I think it's pretty apt in that situation.
Yeah, man. He's in a completely different universe with the way he's playing this game right now, and it has helped out Boom immensely. Velocity, again, he's getting corralled really by Boom right now, and therein lies the problem. VLT just don't feel comfy getting into the site itself. Yes, they get the space, but when do you actually plan? Because Boom has that presence towards backside. They're happy to play the retake, and it's been a strength of Boom so far on this defense.
Well, we'll continue to do so. Now that VLT is just trying to maneuver themselves into mid, using that smoke as a bit of coverage, but they only really have the pistols to try to work with.
Yeah, Damara instantaneous though after the trip bar is broken. He lets rip the overdrive. No one home though, no one home. Can't find any of the Boom targets. They've done a good job to tuck themselves away. Damara now, yeah, just powerless to stop Whitecat in that situation.
Oh, nice.
Aftershock though, VLT trying to make it comfortable, but they're the ones trapped in the web of Boom. Madeline again, fighting back with the Sheriff. Stellar shooting from Madeline. Don't count him out ever. But in this situation, same scenario.
Nice.
Time running out. Bodies to the floor, and Boom, go to 5.
That was close though. Madeline getting a bit of heat retention, rather, as he keeps hitting all the shots with the Sheriff. But man, were his teammates left out to dry at the back of that A site. They tried to push, and I like the idea here from Boom, where the obvious thing was just don't get contact up until Damara loses his ult charge. Once that happens, he's just gonna be on the pistol. Same with the rest.
Yeah, just this is the concern. We brought this up yesterday actually against Nongshim. Now the teams have understood how strong Velocity are on their comfort maps in their incredible composition. You know, Velocity themselves have been saying that they get to play their game to the extra level thanks to them being just masters of what they get to play in the first place. Yeah, there's so much tape now. There's so much homework to be done that you can do coming into a Velocity game. There's so many VODs to watch here in the South Pacific itself. And we're seeing more of those antis come on through. We're seeing the readability on those tendencies. And in that case, right, Boom knew where to tuck themselves away after that mid pivot from Velocity. So those are the concerns right now. Can we see more from Velocity off this timeout? Because you know that a coach like Godspeed has made the system, has helped out this team immensely in their domestic run and more. So right now, VLT, they need an answer and fast.
Well, you gotta come up with something, and that something might be just, again, brute forcing their way here through the A site. There's a bit of pings right now from Boom. I wonder if it's just for maybe a paranoia something.
Oh, man, lightning fast. Read like a book there thanks to the reconnaissance. Boom. Already getting the first pick on the board. It's been one concern too in this map, right? Whitecat has been getting these first kills over and over again. If it's not him, it's players like Shiro, maybe even Berserks in those anchor holds towards B. Well, Russ and Damara are looking to see if Boom would push out in the angle. It's White Cat holding close. They're gonna line up for him, and there you have it, falling like dominoes. He's already gotten 4. We talked about aces throughout the tournament. He wants one, doesn't get it thanks to SK Rossi, but there you have it. That's the one who got the ace in the first game. Well, he'll deny his own teammate who's already been felled. Anyway, another win for Boom.
I was just about to point out as well that this could potentially be the 18th ace of the tournament. That statistic brought to you by our production. They said 17th from that last game. He could have had the 18th, man.
He wanted it. He wanted the highlight, and that's just like, sorry, bud. Gotta finish the round now. Yeah, this hurts though for Velocity. Like, you can feel the momentum, the vibes, all in Boom's favor. They're just having fun at this point. That's really the cost of Velocity right now. And NC Slasher sending out the Owl drone. They get big intel that's ahead.
Nice! Ooh,
Mid and Shiro again stopping the Mara before he can even slide on in. No entry into Boba. It's Boom with a private reservation in Dysfunction. Shiro, he also wants to push. SK Rossi, low HP right now. And, yeah, Velocity.
Okay, we saw 2. Good information from the camera here.
Straight on through.
Oh, let's go!
What just happened?
Wow.
Fast.
Let's go,
We're
bro.
done
End
with
this
the
quick,
round, and
bro.
we get the flawless from Boom.
Man, you could immediately see
So I
how
need, yeah, because I
quickly
wanna do something after this.
just envelops the map as soon as they know that Velocity are slowly backing away. Look at how many angles of attack they had. Just numerous.
They're catching Velocity, who love to play as a back right, who love to play as a 5, and Boom are just maximizing their mobility around the map and then some. Still Velocity, not out of this one. Still rounds to go. Ultimates available. We've seen VLT, of course, have that incredible performance in the group stage. Try to replicate it in the playoffs. Madeline just searching for anyone to hit to no avail.
What ults do we have? Okay, we have pretty good ults here. Euro ult, Neon
Now
ult,
they're gonna just try to
almost a Soga ult.
Nats, he was trained on it. Boom again, just ready
Nice.
from the get-go. The pre-aim at this point, the crosshair placement is just ridiculous. They immediately expect where Velocity is gonna come from. Lightning fast here, trying to beat that
Nice.
high-low setup.
Nice.
Better than 1, and Berserks is better than them all.
Nice, boys. Let's go, boys.
Is that another flawless from Boom?
Yeah, I think it was.
Wow, bro.
Goodness, he took forever on that angle and still somehow he lost the duel.
Jesus
What
Christ,
is
man.
this? Yeah, Lightning Fast saw already where the other Omen was, and again, just couldn't really push through it just because he knew that he was getting tracked. And the pressure keeps rolling. The punches don't stop. And Velocity burnt using their final tactical timeout. Very similar to what we saw with Naos on that first series. This truly is a day of the rollouts or the rolling rounds. And Boom is the one that's benefiting, reaping the rewards.
Yeah, they're just running away with it at this point. And again, just this experience that Boom has here. They dropped the series in the group stage, but at this point in hindsight, it was against SLT, who has been flawless so far in the series here. It's crazy to think that this Boom roster, they want to get back into Pacific. They are hungry to make that accomplishment happen yet again and do it on their own terms this time. This score is representing their efforts in this matchup truly. 8-1 in command of the half, and yeah, as you said, Velocity burning their second time out here just to try and find any semblance of success. The Stingers are out, the Sheriffs are there too, but it's just so tough again for VLT. They've been caught in a loop as it's been 5 rounds in a row for Boom already.
This is going to be even worse now that they don't have any more money to play around with. Oh my
Wait, he was
goodness,
already 1 HP there.
Damar's down to
Attack there,
14.
apparently.
No, that's the thing. When have you seen Damara healthy coming into an entry, right? It's been always him at a critical HP junction. He's getting sprayed, getting hit. The blind side comes on in. Velocity there isn't gonna be confidence if your Neon is healthy to play the entry there. He's just gonna die too early.
Well, come to a halt once more. And this is what you don't want as Velocity being herded by Boom, shepherded to where they want you to take the fight. Boom now setting up for that A site. Look at how like slow VLT is on the approach. It just goes to show that they're very cautious of a potential mid lurk once again, and this is burning a significant amount of time for them to work their way to the other site.
Yeah, they know they gave it up earlier on, and Boom has conditioned the opposition to be wary of that fact, but it's different this time. Just stations here for both the Omen and the Yoru. Shiro in position here with elbow held well.
One.
And that's
Neon
one.
down again.
Not afraid to use those hands to
Nice
get those
flash.
kills. Paranoia, the response here. Boom still in position. Nearby safe. SK
Oh,
Rossi,
shit.
though. That's a big kill. That's another one from SK Rossi. If Velocity want
No.
the fighting chance, this is their
Uh-oh.
moment. Lightning fast with
No,
the
this is
double
where
on
we
their
lose
own. Berserk
again?
here in position.
But the arrows have been good though.
BLT. They've been waiting for this opportunity. Guns to pick up. It's against Shiro.
What a shot
though.
from SK Rossi there. Nice sheriff kills. Kasi la satu round na. Okay la, why not?
Cyber Key's gone.
Have a
Lightning
trip here.
fast. And SK Rossi just waiting for the contact to come their way. Tripwire's there.
Wait,
Berserk's again,
wait, this is
though.
winnable. Hello? This is winnable, I think.
Berserk's
Yeah, it's
breaking
okay.
the
It's
hearts
just ult.
of Velocity at this point. The pings come out from the neural theft, but the double up
Oh,
here.
okay.
It's
Hindi
well
na.
played
All
by
good, all good, all good.
Velocity. They've needed
All
a
good, all
round like this throughout this map, and they'll get it through the Thrifty.
My goodness. They had to fight tooth and nail, travel hell and high water just so that they can claim that thrifty round. How did this even happen?
What a
Great
shot.
separation onto the smoke from Velocity. Boom came in one by one, trying to utilize their Neon's overdrive as they try to march through the site, but Velocity was having none of it. And they finally take a round after such a long drought.
Break some momentum, yes, but the bank of Boom is still
Okay, we have an up
looking
now on Shiro.
healthy. Velocity need another one in the books here to try and rally for potential 8-4.
Nice.
But in this case, Berserk's
Okay, we
again.
took on the Cypher.
He's ready to
Now they have to
SK
worry about
Rossi.
flank.
He's put some footnotes already on these pages, and
Good
there
kill
you
there
have
from
it.
Berserks. Close the
Other
door.
Cypher's gone. Boom, still continuing
Nice,
that
good
threat.
trade.
NC Slasher gets
Oh,
the
good,
double
yeah,
a
good
trade
double hold there
there
on mid.
after the fall of White Cats. 4v2 immediately here, and we haven't even gotten through the 30-second timer.
Well, they're gonna try to open things up even more.
Scary
but
here.
Again, with Lightning Fast holding mid, there's a
Nats
potential
is already flanking,
rotation
though,
here
which is
for
good.
Velocity, but it's just two of them
Are they
remaining. And
aware?
look at how far Nats has gone through enemy lines, enemy territory.
Yeah, if left unchecked, this could just hurt the chances of Velocity even more. Critical contact so far.
Oh, the
Nats has
timing!
The timing! And there's no way.
Wow.
Nats again scratching the
Let's
back
go!
of
Wow, timing ang bagus
Velocity
banget.
and taking them
What the
down
hell?
one by one. 9-2 here for Boom.
I can't believe he's the one that caught the timing on that. They were looking
Yeah,
in his direction for a solid 5-10 seconds before they even looked away. And then he just found Russ, or excuse me, Lightning Fast, the end of his tailcoat, and just stalked them, got the kills, denied them even
Brilliant
any
here.
access to the
Wow,
inside.
3 people on 12 kills. Holy shit, man.
It's just tough. It's just tough at this point.
Wow.
For Velocity.
This is insane, bro.
You're looking for hope. You're looking for a convincing round with the buys. It's just not happening here for VLT. When Boom just decide to be even more proactive around the map. Here we go again.
just try
Maybe
swing
held
everything, bro.
Shiro
What?
seeing Damara straight on through. While Russ tries to send it with the rolling thunder. The gate rush, of course,
Oh,
in
nice
position.
spe-
Hunter's Fury
Oh, wait,
and Berserk's
what?
with the spam. White Cat too.
Wait, is it
They
a
made the
reveal
kill
from the
box
Sova
into
and then just a
Marcus.
spam?
And it's just free
Yo,
real estate
that's
here for
crazy,
Boom
bro.
At this point, they're buying up. They're getting
Nice.
everything that they would
Okay, wrap
like.
it up.
And a
Wrap it up.
flawless- A statement at the end
Wrap
of
it
the
up.
first half to make it 10-2.
Come on, bro.
Yeah, that's half.
Just
there
end it now.
from Boom, or excuse me, from Velocity. Felt very countered. I mean, they started pushing in through market, like you mentioned.
Oh, never mind. He saw
that's how
one
he got
there.
the kill on Lightning Fast.
The
He
TP is
saw
a bit
the
quicker than the
dredges
smoke.
of the shrouded step, and that would seal the deal, seal the life of Lightning Fast. With that, trouble continues, trouble ensues even more. as the 9-3 is there. And again, we're just going to go 10-2 actually. And then we're just going to go on a halftime break. And it continues. Boom Esports with a dominant showing in that first half here on Sunset. 10-2. There is not a lot of breathing space available for Velocity.
Yeah. Same struggles for Velocity coming into the second map, and Shiro now still stoic as ever. Willing to play that first contact. We pivot straight into B, where Whitecat's the one leading the charge. Trying to make that space, but Ross finds him. Velocity. They have the stations here.
Down.
After the site. Shockdart comes on through it. SK Rossi taking a big chunk of damage. But BLT proving themselves with some pistols. Slasher just cleaving on through, but Madeline, man!
Oh, 1v2?
Berserk's on the other side.
Versus SK Rossi,
now
come on.
Berserk's versus SK Rossi. Camera scene versus
Cypher diff! Cypher diff!
One more time, he just does not lose.
Gila, Berserk's clutch back banget, bro.
How does he keep reading that?
How many clutches he has already in this
Madness,
map
man.
and this series?
Yeah.
Holy shit, man.
Like, okay, I got
I
tagged
got
by
sharp
the
today.
camera. I'm gonna look
Wow.
where exactly SK Rossi was gonna pop out. Yeah, the thumbs up. Oh my goodness, this is, like you mentioned, this is absolute.
Now they
madness.
forced buy. They bought full shield,
Even
sheriff,
deeper to it
and 2
we
spinners. Oh my.
We descend more and more. 2 more rounds for Boom here.
Wait,
And
there's a possible pie.
Is that a
Possible
forced
pie.
again from them?
Yeah, the defense are gonna try to will it with the stingers.
Oh
here.
shit.
They've
Okay,
also
okay, go, 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 go,
tiles.
go. Go B, go B, go B. No.
That's a
Take
great
CT, take
kill
CT
by
also.
Velocity to overrun the alert. Berserk's was
Yeah,
the
take
biggest
CT.
threat.
Yes, that's good.
Now they take him down early.
Aduh,
no,
ngawit. Bro, no, we need that kill, bro.
Wow.
What? Wait, is he hacking or what?
With another. Just saw the direction of the utility.
Oh
SC
my,
Wow,
what?
SK Rossi.
How, man?
We saw how effective.
Bro,
the
SK
headhunter
Rossi only
was
can kill the
yesterday
sheriff, bro.
on
Like,
Lotus.
I swear,
Now
bro.
with the sheriff, it's the same.
What is
hand
that?
Cannon.
No way.
BLT, much needed, is an understatement, man. They get it done. They get the round, and at least they're gonna break the back of Boom now.
Yeah. That was a Hail Mary.
Come on, Boom. Just
for
2 more rounds,
Velocity
bro.
here,
Oh
I
my god, how did we lose that?
For sure needed it. That kill on the Berserk was already a collateral that
No way,
Boom
full
was
blind. That's
prepared
lucky
to
you.
get, but
Oh, that's lucky.
this one from SK Rossi.
He got the kill onto Nats fully blinded. That's insane.
Yeah, I just realized that too.
I thought it was
Still.
just like, oh, paranoia tracking. He's like, no.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, looks like there's still somewhat of a aggressive buy here for Boom. Velocity's got to be careful.
Yeah, double shotties. And especially one in the hands of Whitecat. Boom right now. Perhaps expecting some close holds here from BLT, and instead it's BLT looking to challenge.
Wait, we get that
outside,
on.
But this is
Wait,
exactly
we
what
get that
Whitecat
kill.
wants to do. Go for
Oh,
the
nice
overrun.
one.
Berserk's already catching out SK Rossi. And Boom, quickly get the flat.
Oh, are they gonna charge out
that's good.
just to match where they're going? Looks like no for the meantime. Oh,
Nice
stun.
catch though with the stun. That's brilliant
shit,
here
what a
from
stun
Russ.
there.
And with it,
That's a great stun.
velocity. C2 hand delivered in front of them. Now, with the numbers thinned out, this could be more confident from velocity onto the site itself. Here comes NC Slasher. Can't mow down the Mara at all. Shiro, that's a classic on hand. It's a free kill.
Oh!
White Cat
Wait.
the one with the big
Wait.
one. The double there with the Bulldog. White Cat also trying to move, trying to groove. Just can't find the angle here.
Okay, Shiro.
Still in position. And Shiro's found the upgrade.
Let's go, Shiro!
Lightning fast there!
Let's go!
And the Zowie clutch to
Come
bring,
on, bro.
Boom,
Come
the
on, bro.
series
One
points.
more.
Wait. No. That was a weaker buy. A significantly weaker buy. And then
Wow,
he just
Shiro,
pushed
what
it
the fuck? Wait, I thought
this
Lightning
way.
Flash is gonna
Alright,
get
we
out,
saw the
bro.
clutch.
I think he wants to get
Perfect.
half first, right?
What made that a more compelling positioning in that 2 versus 2 was that White Cat synced up with yeah, was that White Cat synced up with NC Slasher
the
at
hell?
the back of the B side rather than separating
Yeah,
for a
Shiro
pinch.
si gigil.
I think because of that, they were able to concentrate their firepower and just make it work even better.
Shiro 16
Ho,
and
he got
6.
spammed.
Make that
Oh,
17 and 6 right
Dude,
now.
watching Shiro
The
IGL
MVP
on
of
YouTube
Boom,
make me
the
want to
MVP
play
of the
Euro,
group stage
like
so far in
IGL.
the stats.
But
And it
no,
has
I'm not
just
the
been
IGL main.
unrelenting from Boom from start to
even
finish.
playing Premier
a
right
final
now.
countdown here for Velocity
Like,
perhaps. Neural
what do you
Theft
mean?
into play. Huntless Fury, the response. NC Slasher looking to work off that intel. It staves off Velocity who has
they
to
take
play
space here.
big
That's
game
good.
keep away. And Shiro's not done. He's gotten one more.
Oh!
Another one here.
GG!
Three for
Let's
Shiro,
go. It's
and that's
over.
all she wrote as
It's
Boom
over,
will
bro.
get
It's over. Okay, now time to watch the America's Ascension game. Okay, wait, let me see. I'm gonna change the title first. Okay, guys. Since the game is over, okay, I'm gonna announce the thing. Okay, so today I'm gonna be... So, this whole act, I'm gonna be subbing in for this one Premier team. I'm the 6th man, and today it's gonna be the first day of prac. So hopefully we get like 2 prac games. I hope we could get 2, but if it's only 1, it's fine. And I'll be playing probably on tomorrow. I'm not sure if I'm playing weekend, but if the team can get 2 games tomorrow for Premier, that means the week is done. So yeah, we'll see. Okay, let's watch this game.
They had done swapping Kane's era over onto that stage. I mean, listen, we've seen some crazy battle stages kind of come out here, but also given the performance that Kane's era has been having, I don't know, maybe this is just a little bit of extra stuff that you can kind of use to help out the rest
Okay,
of
this is
team.
the Abyss comp. Abyss is map
Regardless, Envy are
pick 2,
coming
right?
in here. The home crowd
Will we
is
run this
against
comp?
them, but all of NA
Maybe.
is going
We'll
to be
see.
watching right now because this is a team that had such high expectations, and for honestly, right now, one of these teams get eliminated. It's just kind of crazy to think about.
And it's going to be as crazy a match as these teams are. Both live to fight. CD Zordoff in that first recon is going to get the first blood of the match.
Hey, now, he's a bit bugged here.
Trying to find a way to fight through it, and Poppin trying to find the right extension. He's been able to find Tesora, but not before he gets his own as well. So still I maintain advantage, but we'll get...
Let me reset. Is it me or like it's from
Are
the VOD?
feeling a little less confident in the composition that they had for
CD Zordoff in that first recon is going to get the first blood
Okay, it's
of
actually
the match. Envy fully
never
in,
mind.
but trying to find a way to fight through it, and Poppin.
Okay,
trying to
this
find the right
STE
extension. He's been able to
team
find Tesora,
running
but
a
not before
Waylay
he gets
comp,
his
but
own as well. So
instead
still I
of
maintain
the
advantage, but
Breach,
we'll
the
give
one that
ground
Fnatic
away
run,
after
they
that
run
opening fight.
an
Kane
extra
Zera
controller, I
takes that high
suppose.
ground.
Yeah, I guess so.
Two swinging out from the back. Poppin. Attempting to lead that charge from both prongs, but Kane can snake in turn, but Poppin
What is his
needed it
audio,
early, and
bro?
so SW prompted
audio
to move
is
forward after
dog
the opening
shit,
frag. 1v2, and Kane Zera can't line up those final shots.
talked about a little bit. You expect, let's just stylistic is the lot of these players. Regardless though, Stelle, they take that first round right off the bat. Gonna be seeing the good weapons come out here, as good as they can get, as it's gonna be a fast hit by Envy.
Dude, the audio
Really
bug
gonna
is so
try and rely
annoying,
on that
bro.
individuality with the
Like,
worst
actually
guns,
so
and X,
annoying.
They're gonna be the first to have to do it with this classic on the TP, and he will grab that front
Wait,
line.
should I
frag,
watch it
but
from
Envy
like the
can't
Twitch
move any
channel
farther
instead?
forward.
It would be better, no? Okay, so Boom plays SLT right in on 25th, which is on Saturday. Okay, we'll see if I can stream that one. Am I doing? Okay. I'm gonna watch from the main Twitch channel, I guess, because the audio is really fucked right now. Is this one right? Okay. Let's find the VOD first.
We had in DCL and a this year.
Opponent with this ramp up they've had.
Can match that I won't in knowing
in their role, they kind of
here on a because it's not
the composition you've tried.
And North America.
Given the performance,
Two swinging out from
Okay,
the
the
back.
audio here is much better
Popping.
than the one on the VOD. I think they
Attempting
forgot to
lead
sync
that
it up.
charge from both prongs that Kane as Dick.
that NA style that we that means that the win condition right now. Take that first round right off the bat. Gonna be seeing the good weapons come out here, as good as they can get, as it's gonna be a fast hit by Envy.
Yeah, Envy really going to try and rely on that individuality with the worst guns, and X are going to be the first to have to do it with this classic on the TP, and he will grab that front line frag, but Envy can't move any farther forward. They'll just have to work off of this barrier that Kane has set up this time to zone rather than to frag himself. Still losing a second on the way down, and it's popping on this Hero Guardian that's going to have to hold court. From
Wait,
a
this is
distance.
3v2.
Still,
Wait,
Stellai
maybe
maintain
Envy
that
can
personnel
work
advantage
something
and
out
prevent
here.
any other
They
member
got
of
the
Stellai-
bomb
or Envy,
down.
excuse me,
Maybe
fully
stall
forward
for
inspired,
BBJ.
Still trying to manage that. After
What a
Zanatsu
wall though
got
from
so
Kane's there.
quickly
What
in
the
the
fuck is that
previous
wall?
round. Already trying to condition as many variables as possible against a team that tries to make
Wait, they got
it
half?
trivial. Popping after the
Hello?
first taking a huge chunk of that damage, and they'll have to resort to the gravity well
Oh,
to
it's
try to
half,
stall.
bro.
Still, he's already gotten half of this spike.
Oh,
so
no!
We have to resort to desperation. and
Oh,
perhaps a
no
little bit of
popping dead.
trollery. Stellai will take the
Oh, what is he doing?
Classic.
Lamau.
At that point, like a lot of the players on Envy had gotten quite a few kills.
Oops.
Thankfully, they're able to carry a
That was
lot of their
unfortunate.
weaponry into this next round. On the other side, we do see Poppin just on that stinger there, but just a couple of ultimate orbs away from having Hunter's Fury online. Another fast hit.
Yeah, Poppin will take that L.
Oh my god, what is this
To have a
thing?
rifle after that
Spectre, bro.
round. Might be the one that matters though, as SW is able to just tear down two. And Stellai, they've already zoned themselves around. He saw his smoke that he sets up just so close. Trying to back out though, and yeah.
What a
Poppin
hold,
sees-
bro.
They're making sure that they're kind of playing off of that. The highlight was, I think that Stelle do come out on top.
We also said that those attack halves from both sides were going to be tough. Both Stellai and Envy have been locking down these defenses, willing to crunch. Is going to influence.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, up 3-0. It's going to be yet another bargain bin buy on the side of Envy. Exeter going to be the only person having that Guardian in hand, but Zanatsu finds it right off the bat with the Outlaw, and so that drops Exeter down. And given the fact that Kane's Era is now onto that stage, there's no real leader to kind of walk through. I say that, but Zanatsu down, Kane's Era brings Exeter right back.
Yeah, had to get that kill for a reason, and now he
Yeah.
can get the orb to start the other one. Yeah. I mean, he'll certainly take those,
Oh.
but a ghost as
He
well.
hosts
It's
the
just like
crosshair for
the
that angle.
opportunistic
Damn.
nature of these guys never dies, despite how far they could be down. The confidence plays such a big role in how these teams will recover and how
What
the
a
team
scan.
will persist
What a
despite
dart.
Zord consistently getting this connection off of the recon. It's Kane Zera down after his first frag, 4-4 on the post plant. We've got another flanker on our hands. In fact, 2 double smokes.
Oh, it's over.
Hey!
4-0
No,
already.
perfect timing. We get to see that singular kill onto Kane Zera after kind of everything was said and done.
Nice shots
But
from
what's
Kane
important
there.
Here is that
They only got one
so
kill.
accurately based off of what each other are doing. And you know what? We haven't seen this team on this map in such a long time. I think the last time that they've got it on record is in stage 1. And so,
Yeah.
you know, they're kind of cooking right now. And it's honestly looking really good. That's now 4 rounds in a row. Envy, if they want to start to turn this one back, then they got to make this round happen.
Love watching SW's Astro on this map in particular so far. I think his timing has been incredible, and these days it's just so much harder to clamp everything together against the tempo that these guys are boasting. Sora has great pressure. We'll have to counter Paranoia for Paranoia. Just
Yeah,
with
side
spacing,
smoke
and
here.
Again, the Nebula
Double
setup
side
is
smoke,
so
what the
down. They
fuck?
don't know how much of a stack is here, and yeah, that slow orb. from
Zenatsu has
Zera
an
is
op.
gonna at least-
And he
Zenatsu
overcooked
just
there.
an Ion is prepared for it. That is
XR
the
got
speed that
2.
Envy is looking
Okay,
for.
Envy finally
Ion
converted
and-
around, I think.
It really is. And like when they've tried a
It feels like he's been the most consistent part of prowess that he's been able to manage from X. Obviously,
highlight there, because I do think that Exer like has been extremely consistent, and Kane Zera at first was the kind of really consistent, just top of the stats, top of the leaderboard player in Challengers NA, except lately crowd. Because if Kane Zera can start hitting a lot of those shots more often, then I think that the reliability of Exter, complemented by that just indescribable gameplay that we've seen from Kane Zera, can really help Envy win. But they still need to win against Stelle, which, to be fair, they've had the tape from yesterday to review against them. They saw TSM disassemble
Hey,
Envy
Exter
on
with
this map,
the
so they've got a
ult.
couple of ideas.
Probably
It's
gonna
really
clear.
whether or not
Okay,
they
A
can
is
execute.
actually free.
Your fan base for your Envy critiques right now. Just hit your shots, Kappa.
Well, okay. I guess you can summarize it like that.
No, it's okay. You're smart.
Okay, good wall there.
You're better
A
than
plant on the bridge.
Zord is gonna let that Hunter's Fury go as they hear the spike go down.
Poppin's gonna get healed.
Inspire on one of
Inspire with the late flang. He got 1 kill. That is actually huge.
Now the
Getting
line
1 kill
back
there.
into Stella is clean.
Also training in my place here. What the hell?
So waiting for Zenatsu to re-up. Yeah, they'll give him the rifle. See if
Oh
they
my
can
god. It's a big
try and
rain.
break even on both of these prongs.
Flash there. Actually good flash.
Now you've gotta watch
Show the
bridge.
clone. Exer's dead.
Manages
Kane Zera got
very
1. He
well.
got the Omen got 3. His 3rd kill there.
Smoke on the spike to start getting some pressure in Stellai. They will duke it out.
Oh!
Running back on.
Oh, okay, Ion got killed there.
Just
But
in time,
okay, but
Zenatsu
a bit whiffing there.
I mean, you know, they're
Actually a good retake.
excellently off at the end there.
Somehow they're
Zenatsu
broke,
was
though.
Sweep up those last 2 kills.
I don't know
It was
how.
just a stall game from Envy. By the time Stelle wanted to actually move in on there, too much time had elapsed.
How are they
So
broke?
That was really the big problem for that retake to kind of fly through. So good job on Envy's end to make sure that works. And of course, they will have all the weaponry available, and they do have a couple ultimates as well.
And Exter started getting a little more confident too. He's gonna just try and farm this dimensional drift back up so they can take that A site with ease again.
Oh, a flank there.
Zenatsu
Oh yeah, they have
is
no
gonna
sentinel.
play
I
a
just
little quicker than
realized.
normal in order to try to negate that with this hero rifle, and he's already started to make the space, and so Envy will crunch up towards the
Nice
window.
shot. Wait a minute.
Barrier orb.
Envy a bit
It's
throwing
gonna be
here.
good help, but that high ground that he takes.
Oh, they're throwing.
Down, and Zenatsu is still raid bossing his way through this game.
Oh, Envy a bit.
Kind of like the
That's a rank.
Them. I mean, once again, I was
Looking like a
okay,
ranked
the
round
paths
there.
over there. You can see all of the crosshairs looking on that side. That's going to be interesting because there's not going to be anybody there. But that really just funneled everybody from Envy into the little narrow pathway, upon which then a lot of the utility and a lot of the watching, honestly, from the Stelle side can really just come through. But Zenatsu, of course, cleaning things up, really making a statement, honestly, with how that round went. So honestly, an excellent thrifty round coming in from Stelle.
Amazing work finding the purchase quickly and under SM.
I've seen Zenatsu play very disciplined, waiting for the calls, you know, playing off the utility, and then I've seen Zenatsu just kind of send it 1vx and just completely win things out. So definitely one of the larger duelists here, as it's going to be
Oh,
a
betrayed there
step
from
back,
Exter.
at least able to get the way down.
They knew they were going to be pushing that cliff. SW would have liked to grab
Spire
a
is
second
lurking
and
again,
spray, but again,
obviously.
crunch the threat quickly. And that Cosmic Divide is going to give him a lot of time to work with. CD Zord playing with fire here. That smoke does protect the long ways, but there's no proper peak, so it's just to let Stellai get the rest of the way over. Oh, Tisora's found extra.
Oh, the Cypher ult is big.
Sand. And that's the go button for them to fully move in. Everyone else on Envy is over on mid. They have a lot of stall.
Popping an ult or what?
Gravity wells, obviously. And the Hunter's Fury as well. And these ultimates from Envy have been seismic.
Oh, the combo, that's actually good. He got 2! No, they stick! Oh my! No way they stick that. Oh no. What is that, bro?
Like, they just more or less got the defuse away for free, so that is a bit of a tilted around, and at this point, like, you really have to lie onto the experience of those Envy players who have been on the stage before, who are kind of familiar with this, kind of keep those heads cool.
Okay, he got out. Whaley seems to be really good right now, not gonna lie. Whaley is like used on several maps. Thanks to DRX, they teach us how to use that agent. What a flash from Exter. Okay, that's a good scan, but no damage, unfortunately. It's still a 4v4. Kane has a rest, but he's on top of the wall with an off angle here. A bit of damage on Poppin here. Oh, the timing, man!
That's another connection. Just so many variables.
In the smoke! Oh my! Great job there from Ion and Poppin. It's a 1v2. It's playing quite open here. Well played there from Envy.
Well, silly. They had an idea that that was going to happen, but still, in that close quarters, you got a stinger. It's not going to go your way. So, Envy, they find their third round in on the board. There's going to be now a save from Stelle. Already Zenatsu pushing really far down, but look at all of the support that duelist has.
So much help, and Ion might get timing. Watches it, but doesn't swing it. And that 2-stack grants Stellai all that space, but Envy, as always, they'll react quickly to it. Let's try to monopolize the rest of the map. Mid's already taken over. You can maybe sell Inspire's positioning here from here on out. There are a lot of potential checkpoints that Stellai have to clear out, and they can't util dump properly onto the site. That's a little awkward. Extra sprayed away. Get the healing orb nice and early before Stellai turn tail and play for phase 2. From this back hall once again.
Oh, nice shot. Extra's dead, but he's gonna get res, no? Oh, nope, never mind. Kane not gonna rest. In a 5v2 right now.
That's just how Envy does it. And we got 2 on the flank this time, Marks.
Kane thinking about the resurrect, but okay, is it going to be able to find this timing here? Now just going to be waiting things out.
Hey, Poppin is recon. He's gonna recon. Great kill there from Kane Zera. Poppin's dead. Kane Zera now in a 1v4. Can he do it? The spike is planted for backside. Wow, nice shot there. Actually, nice shot.
Looking nice and easy, but just the management of resources to make sure that Kane Zera can't comfortably go for that resurrect. And you can see that it is so awkward because while Kane is kind of being caught up dealing with what's going on over there, the rest of Stelle were moving around, working together to be able to dismantle what was happening on site. And then at that point, like, it's a little bit too late. As soon as the kills come through, they all swarm in, and Kane Zera has the world up against him. So an excellent round from Stelle. Envy, they're back onto a little bit of a scattered buy here. 2 more rounds left in this.
Oh! What is that?
And drops off the paranoia just in time for SW to meet it, but still Tisora down after the rest of the spray comes through. Next checkpoint established, and Inspire the only one with a...
Wait, what's the score in the first half here? 9-3? Is it 9-3? It's a 9-3 half?
SW going down in the early round there, but when it comes down to that level of teamwork right now, Stella Gaming almost look unstoppable.
One more round to seal this half away. Just try and play preventative as long as they can. Nothing meeting them this time on the B side after the early fight in mid. Deals with SW, so no divide to re-enter with. We have 2 other ults though. Sora ready at a moment's notice.
Oh, nice swing there.
Envy.
He got 3!
Wow, everyone met. And Exter continuing to just play off of himself, not need any of the help that his team was more than willing to provide. Zenatsu has to be obvious at some stage, and that's a
got a shorty kill there. And Envy recovers. 8-4, decent there.
Looking great from Envy, and you want to see this back in there, they're going to start doing more of that.
Well, In the meantime, Stellai just a few rounds away from being able to take this first map. They've got the crowd cheering him on. We've got an interview on the floor with one of the best players in the region.
Estou aqui com a Luli, uma salva de palmas pra Luli, galera, por favor. Isso, amigo, Luli, Game Changers player, amiga.
Well, Luli has spoken. She thinks Stellai is able to carry this out. Of course, so much Brazil having such confidence in Stellai after they were able to tear through Brazil's best so well across this year. And it feels like, Marks, they can continue to fight against this NV team that has also been turning heads since the end of last year.
Yeah. TBT to when they were still called rankers, and honestly, you could just tell like the individual talent on this roster was going to be something else, something to keep your eye on. And honestly, they've met and exceeded expectations all throughout Challengers. But once again, it all comes down to the pressure cooker right now. Will diamonds be made? Well, first they got to win out this series to secure their spot in playoffs. And right now, it's a 4.
Bro, I just read the group chat of our premier team is so funny, bro.
Let's see what Envy have cooked up for us as Stelle. They look to once again get their map pick here.
Of course, a lot of eyes on Kane's era. How well is he going to be able to play that individuality on this pocket stage pick that so many other players have been workshopping, and Kane has just kind of picked. I really am curious how much labbing he's done with this, bro. I guess we'll find out, won't we?
A lot of space being taken by mid. Zenatsu spots out Ion immediately. Hits that recall and will at least yield that space. So this is very classic Stelle gaming. They like to just kind of take their time, get the information, but then when they do decide to kind of pop onto that site, it's going to be extremely quick. Question is just where are they going to go and how much are they going to get before that actually happens?
Feels like they want to try and muffle as much of the noise as possible here. The double controller that Envy has, you already saw they already trained first bit of regulation on the other side.
Okay, Extra got a kill. Spike is down.
Just holding it from heaven and not fully
One of the smokes is down.
Well, Spike will be able to go down. I'm actually looking at Zeduzor's this position here. Might be able to spot somebody out, but it looks like Inspire might be aware.
Tough timing, so it's got to be
Oh,
on the lines, and
Exter with 3 kills.
Exter yet again plays spoiler. SW trades it in Inspire.
It's 2 smokes against the Sova. Okay, this is gonna be a problem, right?
She's open for him. Does not have any shock darts, though. He's got to go for the peaks. Inspire on just that lowly 13 health, and he'll be the first to poke into it. But on top of the recon dart, the timing is met. Still not shot away, and Inspire immediately heading to the clip to get that off.
What is Inspire doing there?
Through the smoke on the ghost. Ion sticking it out of bullets and on half HP. Ion will hold it down.
Oh my god, what is happening? What is Baby J doing though? Why is he peeking there? I think he should just hold for his teammate, no? Just waste the time?
Yeah. The other thing is obviously nerves have been such a big part of this tournament so far. Is it's taken a couple rounds for players to get warm, even now that they've already played matches on the stage. You can only assume these teams will continue to get better. Players will continue to get more locked in. Like another unorthodox extension through mid here now on the stage.
Oh, pop in. Nice one there.
Nice.
They tried to mid crunch there.
Yeah.
Through the mid door,
And honestly,
2 CT, okay.
Poppin has been a player that obviously is calling for Envy, but I think has just been doing such a good job with utility as well.
Every frontline met here. Set.
Okay, they take the second pistol and the anti-eco.
That, the clock might become their ally going forward in attack.
And anything else, so we'll just remain in a stalemate for the time being, as this kind of like triple stack that we expect to see from Stelle continues to move forwards. You know that this is 100% just trying to set up Zenatsu to go explosive in there and then have the appropriate follow-up.
Yeah, Sora, the TP is telegraphed.
Oh, double cover there. Kane's Zera a bit overheating.
So Kane's Zera is punished, and Poppin can't cover fire. That's such a tough first blood that Stelle are going to get away with here. Of course, step bonus round. Gonna try and take what you can get here if you are Envy. And they do have the read on the stack. They know Stellai's been trying to bluff. That clock is once again not serving them too well to move off of this with what little knowledge they have. after that barrier and Kainzera himself kind of prevented them from being able to get much of a good visage.
I like this position from Ion will be made near impossible. All the utility kind of flying out here, but still 30 seconds left on the clock, and Ziduzorch able to find one.
All the smokes used here by Inspire as well. They drain the tank.
Okay, nice scan. Ooh, pop in. What a scan.
They'll use the bullets. Ion
Great hold here from Envy.
with this bulldog. That is a crazy way to.
Oh my, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
To the back and no one's looking at him. 10 seconds to
He's
go.
low though.
There may not be enough time for this, especially since SW has to check everything. No,
Oh,
he's gotta
time.
go for the
Great run from Pop in there. Just stay alive.
Almost winning out that round, but now Envy.
Wow, bro.
Just one round down, 3 in a row. And they're looking like they're firing on all cylinders. Stella, meanwhile, back down to the Sheriffs. Looking for something to happen here, but you can definitely tell this is looking a lot weaker on their attacking half.
And Morale's gotta go back their way, and soon. Envy can grab the steering wheel here. Stella's that they've had in his pocket up until this point in the tournament.
Oh.
There's Kainzera.
And they walled out that one. Wow.
Him, it's already over.
They have the run on lock already there.
It's one way or the other.
For that wall.
Way fast.
It's an ID prowess from a lot of these Envy players. Kainzera on one side.
A set like it doesn't feel like they can afford to take those longer term risks, because if Envy set up the proper trap, then the round's over even sooner. So it feels like Stellai is gonna try and go for reward over risk, at least maybe up until now, because we got another mid fight going and the spike indecisive.
Okay, Eggster. Operator in hand, Kainzera as well with an outlaw. Can do damage to SW, but the rest of them will be able to survive at least one bullet. Inspire going for a little bit more of a cheekier position in mid here. If the smoke goes down though, Sanatsu would be able to get anything. It's a very patient right now for Stella. I think that they're just kind of, you know, waiting for that aggression and then getting ready to kind of like pounce on it. And honestly, I don't think that Envy are really going to give them what they want.
No, they will not buckle, not at this stage. So it'll be Stella that has to say the first word, and it'll be the Cosmic Divide. Paranoia immediately into the channel, and Ion gonna play into his own smoke on top. Extra trying to support, but he shuts that down quickly. Now it's just one standing on that site, isolated by that Cosmic Divide, and so Ion, yeah, he knows he has to take initiative. He will die next. 5v3 on the pre-plant, and it was another big decision made by Envy that might set up the rest of this round before it even really begins. Stella setting up shop on the site more than not, and they'll be able to lock down their angles because of it. Pop in.
Oh, Pop in with some nice shots there, but still a gaming. Convert the round.
Find all of that space to add so many question marks.
Dude, I'm distracted by the heavy rain, bro.
This is a really good round of just reading what Envy's strategy might be and then playing counter to that. So a great called round from Stella Gaming.
Envy now trying to stick their flag somewhere else. Kainzera gonna recondition the barrier with help of a recon dart too, so Stella very much aware of how willing Kane is to stick to this. Been dangerous, but countered before. The recon is going to be able to catch even his Hunter's Fury, but he can't chase him down. It lands nothing. And Stella can keep on window shopping with a minute to go.
Yeah, this is something that we've seen Stella.
Wait, how is Inspired dead already?
Opponents as well.
I missed the spot there.
Find a single pick, and you have more than enough time to make your decision as to where you want to go. They're going to be pushing towards this A site. Kainzera the only person here, and so this is a real opportunity for Stella to get a nice and comfortable plant, especially with the convergent paths online.
Yeah, can't avoid that, but Ion.
Oh, Kainzera. He got stunned and still got a kill there. What the fuck? How, man?
Now into support, and it's those moments that make Envy who they are. Now they've got to fight it out though, and inside a tough channel, it's re-zoned by Stellai. Huge recon from Poppin to gain the intel back as he re-enters before Extra can make it back to perhaps gain this advantage, but he simply can't find the lineups, and already seems like they've got his number on Heaven here. Extra re-entering with the Dimensional Drift to sow that chaos back again.
Oh my.
Just trying to step into it. Extra has to recover inside the...
Oh, Extra? No way! He's dead from the shock. That's unlucky.
Again, the push from Stella Gaming just a little bit too strong. I have to say though, I am really liking what both of these Sovas are doing when it comes to that A side, especially on denying things going through. It feels like every single time the Recon Bolt is so well timed out to enable just a couple of kills when the chaos is kind of breaking down. Obviously, we highlighted Zorch doing that a lot on the defense, but on the other side, like Poppin has plays out, and then nobody was there because Stella once again, like, they've completely swapped their styles. They know that this is kind of how they can play counter to Envy. If they just kind of set up some of these traps, wait for Envy to feel uncomfortable, find that opening pick, and then they can kind of walk in onto the site a little bit stronger. So looks like we're going to be seeing a lot more of these slow rounds coming through for us here as a Inspire. Only person with a Stinger. Weaponry from Envy is still looking good, but there are a couple of ultimates on the side of Stella Gaming. Zorch as well, having that Hunter's Fury. Pretty good tool to clear things out if they know where they want to end up.
Assessment by Stellai, post timeout, seeing if MD gets antsy. You know, insert Gi. Not too many mid hurdles that Stellai has worked with so far in the past. And a lot of the time it's because MD can just avoid a lot of it. And Poppin is already here, in fact, to respond to the push. So not too
Okay, traded there.
so
1 for 1.
Tisora that takes that first step forward. And he's protected by a sandwich of smokes for now, but guess who is lurking on that site?
The timing here from Exter.
The show
He might get 2 kills. Yep, got 2.
It was only a matter of time. Now back on Zor, dink! That operator rings true, and it'll get Stellai back
Okay,
on
Poppin
site.
saw one there.
He's
He's gonna get scanned.
No bullet. So it's gonna be the setup.
Oh, never mind.
Yet again!
Poppin a bit
That watchdog
too soon there, I think.
keeps
Should just
down.
wait for Baby J.
Another moment. It's exit. Catches for the
For that to kind of come through. But then once again, I just gotta say, when it comes to the individual gunplay, swinging off of each other, playing together, like, they just look so well coordinated watching these angles. Yi as well, just in those gunfights, because that's how their players thrive.
Yeah, to set up the battlefield. It's where Envy has always thrived. It's what Stunner has been trying to help them do and facilitate this entire year. Just takes being able to control this site. And again, Poppin has been quick to it. He's been understanding of when Stellai are going to pull that trigger, despite how slow and safe they've been thus far.
Still
Hanging
patient.
out again.
Yeah, still patient from Stella on their attack here. And looks like, once again, they're pretty confident about engaging onto the speed site, though. They will be walking into Exter and Kane.
Zanatsu, just for the step up, it's yet again Tisora in first. And with the spike in hand, quite alone for the moment. The saturate.
Oh,
opens
big there.
things up, and Tisora
Okay, never
will
mind.
do
Extra
against
hit, 1 for
Exter.
1.
That's the site
Still
take.
advantage of guns
Just
on
losing one along
Stella
the way.
Gaming.
With Zanatsu gone, it's Stellai that sets up shop. Now,
Okay,
Cosmic
Kane
Fly
slowed himself
slid from
somehow.
spawn, so
A
Stellai has to
spam.
make the
Wait,
call.
Kane's there got another kill. How, man?
With the stinger, and it started taking
What is that?
so blasphemously. Envy
Somehow it's a
just walking
4v1
down.
now.
Play their way.
Okay, Envy should get around there. There you go.
Say that at the same time.
What happened there?
Stella Gaming have been looking pretty good on the Thrifties, how this map has been going.
Okay, Twitch is heavy here.
That one little butterfly.
We'll see the map 2 VOD video. Hopefully it's good.
1,000 miles away.
Just gotta watch from there.
Poppin
Okay,
and
Poppin got
Inspire
2 kills.
will
Sorry, Inspire and Poppin got 2
hold
kills. Here.
true. SW catching on mid again.
What the
That's
fuck
most
are they
consistent
doing?
work.
Wait, what are they doing? What's he doing?
And Stellai has made their way in. Zord walking it down.
Okay,
Now
they
Inspire
rest.
policing. T-Sword
But this is
yet again
looking a bit
has to follow up, has to
scary
save
here.
things, has to clean up. And with the help of SW Smokes, they have the time to do that. Do they have a way to cycle? 2 stars left to go, and Tisora is able to cycle as well. But SW might be tempted to play forward with the double crunch up in the back. And Envy having a lot of tools to re-enter. Double flash for Eggster to play off of himself as well. The gravity well early. Ion TPing into his own smoke on the high ground. Surely Stellai is keen to it. They are. But Eggster has been revealed, and that's the crunch that Envy needs. One way to give Kainzera an ease. He view, but SW counters that. Spike tap. Ion pokes his head out. Eggster give it away. SW in the duel. but
Oh my
Eggster
god, wait,
manages
do they win the
to
run?
slip that shorty in hand.
Time? Okay, they have time.
Enemy is doing a statement right now. Even though it's looking a little bit closer, they need that confidence to continue to build, and that way they can make sure that they're
Hunter's Fury combos that we've seen to Envy's rules to a degree and just play their way better than them.
Yeah, and I mean, yes and no, right? Because I do think that Stella have been getting a little bit more value when they kind of set up those traps for Envy to kind of push into, given the aggression that they go through. And it's really looking for those little opportunities that you can kind of catch somebody going for an ego peek out there. But the big difference between the first and the second half was that Envy didn't feel like they were hitting their shots. And nowadays, it really feels like they can just kind of go in there and find these opportunities, kind of snake their way through what's going on and find nice, simple, easy kills. And that just is so much more difficult right now for Stellate to kind of handle with. It's going to be a change up this time, though. They're going towards A instead of B. And they do have weaponry here, as well as a couple of really key ultimates. I wonder if this is going to be another Cosmic Divide round to kind of secure that site.
Zenatsu feeling pretty free in this backstab. Sidu gonna just clear the board with the Hunter's Fury, get a couple ticks, and Stella can finish the crowd
What?
pretty easily.
That works?
Beautifully done on the drop by Sora. Good God. Exter is back in and pokes at Zenatsu, so Stella can't overextend. Now they have this Heaven presence, but you still gotta wait for Ion to get back, right? No, Poppin gets a kill before the Cosmic Divide goes down, so it's 3v3.
This should buy just enough time here, but actually Dimensional Drift from Extra, they want to accelerate.
Yeah, to stamp it up the moment that Stella, I think they can disperse, and now Tisora gonna use that ultimate just to poke back
What?
the main.
Wow, Extra is so ready for
That is
that.
awkward. Did he mean to cancel that? Or did he just get poked through? Either way. Envy have now 3 on top of the divide, on top of the smoke. Exter just on top of himself. That's 3 now for the Yoru.
Wow, Extra, what a round from him. Holy smokes, man.
Take those duels, not afraid to take those challenges. And the rest of Envy playing a great job at backing him up. I think that's been a really important factor to allow that Yoru to go for those confidence skills. And even if Exter goes down, somebody will be there to trade him.
Power of friendship has been what has gotten these teams over the line, despite that individual play being so much more resounding. So who gets that pivot into game point here on Still Eye's map pick? Continuing to play slow, continuing to play with these opening resources. Inspire has not done this all game. Gotten in front of his own smoke on A main and will now hold the anchor. Rest of Envy, they'll just go for the B lane. Without the audio, no reason not to just send it unless Inspire gets this sign. Their A retake game is confident enough at this point.
Yeah, and this is just a great read. I mean, once again, Stella Gaming, they want to go in here. It's going to be really tough for them now.
Setting up the stars, SW wants to create a hellscape on that link. And with Heaven managed on the sidelines, it's all about just that front line, and Exter continuing to just hold it down. Ion on his own smoke, he'll just continue peeking out till the sun goes down, and he'll get every kill in the book for it. Now,
Oh, holding it down.
facilitate, and yeah,
Flawless round, brilliant from Envy.
And it's
another proactive Hunter's Fury popping, thinking he's found something. That early
That's an
aim
early
approach
ult.
not touched by Stellai.
Interesting.
They've skirted it just enough, and now they'll drone it to re-aggress instantly.
Oh, they
to
all
make
have
sure no
light
one plants
armor here.
themselves there. It does drain the bank a little bit, but Envy will not gain any ground.
It's again a nice and patient play from Stella Gaming, as Ion actually moves up pretty far forwards there. So that should give the information as what they want to do. Seeing the pings on the mini-map, looks like A site is going to be the spot. I think the big piece right now is if they can deal with Poppin early, because Poppin has been so effective at slowing them down on the site.
Convergent paths. Inspire could stall with the gravity well, so it's got to be Zenatsu that acts for a couple crucial seconds here as SW holds the
Ooh!
spike down, and Zenatsu
Got a
gets
kill
the
there.
first frag as Kane walks out of that, and Sidu
And they didn't
with
swing the second
creative
one.
positioning. That's a
Wow.
tremendous simple
What was
trap
that, bro?
that gets Stellai over the line. Now it's about holding it.
And this Cypher is gonna
back.
be the one
Extra
winning the
and
round here.
Ion have made the long trip.
The long con, the long
Their
con, the
second
long
smoker
flank.
Comrade, but look who else is backstabbing.
Inspire's
It's
clearing it.
Frankie, who's
Oh,
been
he got a
on
kill.
top,
He's aware.
close to it.
As a
And now
Cypher main
King's on
himself, he is aware.
Ion chipped away at. Siduzor finishes it off.
Okay, goes to OT apparently
Once
this
again,
game,
has
right?
All eyes, as always, fall on Envy.
Oh, Extra is
What have we
insane.
learned, kid?
Has an insane map
Since
though.
that 8-4.
Holy.
Let's hope
Pretty
it's something,
similar
but
2-1-2 from Stellai on the defense here. I'm unsurprised by Siduzor getting aggro with this drone here to see if anybody gets super pokey or with an operator.
Yeah.
Tisora, good frontliner. Exter, that won't work this time, buddy. Still, Envy's got to get on, one way or another. They don't feel as confident breaking out of these smokes, do they? Yeah,
Wait,
that
Inspire
Yoru
slipped
flash is
through.
kinda huge for it. Inspire's just gonna walk it down.
Got
Timing
one.
on T-Sora.
He got two! Oh no, he whiffs.
God, they just make the weirdest
What was
rounds work,
that?
don't they? And now Inspire gonna continue to get greedy. Just how inspired are you feeling?
He got 3!
Hard for him.
Okay, he just went around that for them. Surely,
Oh,
right?
boy.
Surely Ion and Poppin did not throw this, right?
Got a couple seconds. But he's got to make it happen.
Ion pushed out
Ion's already ahead of
CT,
this.
great recon there.
Oh, the
Wait, he
recon
slipped
play.
through!
Take the step
But
back.
Ion is aware.
Say it like what explore.
Oh my.
I genuinely think that the Envy confidence has come online, and this is really bad for Stella Gaming, because then suddenly a lot of these plays that can really only work for a team like Envy can come through, and they're gonna look clean every single time. Stella Gaming now fighting to force OT again, otherwise they will be losing their map pick.
Massive implications for how Envy can swing the momentum from here. If they take it now, their sunset looks pretty damn good. Just burning that wall. Let Zenatsu walk in for free, and he does. Get a
Oh,
little
Kingslayer couldn't
confidence.
get out,
He
though.
knows what that feeling's like. T-Sora trades it out instantly. And we're back to neutrality in the 4v4.
And you say neutrality, but once again, Zenatsu going down.
I need to finish up the second map and third map ASAP here.
That's a lot of that entry
Before
pressure.
prac. Hopefully I get it in time before prac.
Fire found with the drone. He's gonna try and
Oh,
walk out.
Inspire,
Stella
that
catches him.
was a bit
Now
ambitious.
popping alone, and he's gonna meet this early too. Recon's art doesn't catch him. Is he checked? Oh no!
Oh, he whiffs! No! Oh no,
That was
Poppin!
everything, and then
Oh
it was
no, he
nothing.
wants to Draco Discipline there.
Stella get another chance to
Oh
bring this
no,
back.
well that's
Will they
unfortunate.
let it go to waste?
Oh shit,
Cedars
man.
were taken-
Well, shit happens there.
Oh man, could have just closed
Oh,
out the
no.
map here. And yeah,
Let's see his
you
POV,
can't
bro.
see to the camera that time, but I'm pretty sure he like got up and like hit his forehead with both of his hands. That has got to be a tilter and a half, but you gotta keep your cool here.
Ah,
especially
shit, that's
if you are
unlucky from Poppin,
IGLing,
honestly.
Envy right now. Obviously, you know these players.
Can you even blame him
kinda
there?
play out on their own, but still, you gotta make sure you keep your head cool if you want to win out map 1.
Right back in the game, and you've got to go balls to the wall here. W key aggression, Envy trying to get the drop on Stella, and it might just work. Zenatsu, the only one still on to try to stick this back, and Envy continuing to play slow once they get those
Oh.
smokes on site. And Extra
The
just laying
trades.
waste on the front line continuously. Gets that 3v2 again in an instant. And is that all the power Envy need to make this round theirs? Flank watch available as well. It seems everything is set up. That spiderweb has been strung to take Envy to game point. Numero 3. Dimensional drift again from this guy. He's just loaded. And again, earthquake-like ultimates. That gives away the position of both.
Okay.
To just reveal out on
Wait,
top.
what is the score in
That
this
time
first
around, they
map?
just simply bulldozed
It's
here.
really like
Again, aggression met. Dexter, when does he press that TP button? Kane walking up with him. The two fraggers letting it play. Kane the first to strike. Extra's gonna
wow,
be
Extra got out there.
TP away.
That is
Kane
criminal.
can't exactly do that. He's gonna
But
find
Kane got
out
caught out.
breath.
Unfortunately,
And
couldn't get
the
out.
barrier Only takes care of one sideline. Zenatsu
Wait,
sprays
Poppins
off the
got spammed.
Oh,
somehow.
That's tough. Another huge setback that forces Envy to play farther back. But Stella is still taking their sweet time. 60 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, still more than enough to work with. The big thing though is Extra is still alive, and that has proven very difficult here for Stella Gaming. Of course, this time they do have Zenatsu still alive. I'm expecting to see one of those very classic pops that we see here, but I do like this crunch being set up by Inspire and Extra. This could come up huge if they're not careful.
Last round it was popping, and they didn't check it, so now they'll check him, and then Extra can get the crunch. Convergent Pats catches Extra's side, though, so they'll meet that one first.
Oh, they almost lined up.
Extra's still the one that ends up getting a frag, but still,
What the
Stella,
fuck?
yeah, they make it as easy as they can with a cross like that set up. Ion
And we go again. 14-14, of course.
Unstoppable on their attack thus far. Yeah, we're gonna be seeing
for the rest of the match where they strike first.
Oh, the timing, man.
He's walking up to it this time, and no one's there. Inspire was stuck.
Okay, well, that's an excellent opening pick here. A lot of that kind of like far smoke pressure gets eliminated. Ion still though alive. Smoke still alive for Envy, as this is just completely different from what we've seen. We've seen that kind of like bulldoze style. And this time around, it's very slow and very patient, allowing a lot of room to be taken from Stella Gaming.
Oh, listen to that crowd. They might give it away to Envy. No, Poppin's caught. IGL for IGL. Rips his head off and makes this the toughest attack overtime round that Envy has had yet. Look how slow they have to play now. They haven't cleared out a lick of Gee's setup. And they won't. All right, Exter. Yeah, now they'll burn the wires now that the spike is down.
Oh shit! Wait.
Oh, he's gonna use both of his teammates to try to get up there.
Oh, no way.
Oh, Exter's poked out. Do they rush it?
Huge paranoia.
Oh, Tisora, yeah, paranoia is back. Big amount of space gained back.
What
for
an off
the
angle
reset.
Ion has here.
You're watching SW.
Do they
though.
expect
He's
this
able to
angle?
Crack open this off angle that Ion has. This is disgusting. Cliffhanger.
Nah,
And
yeah, of
Tisora
course they did
beats
not.
it first. They
What
have
a-
to catch
what
it,
an
and
off angle
Zenatsu
there.
does. No immediate follow-up with the blind from Exter.
Wait a minute.
Gorgeous sets up Kane, who has to try to save
Oh, that is
Finds
unfortunate.
at an all-time these opportunities that Envy are kind of allowing you to have. I mean, just the patience allowed them to find that middle crunch.
Now, Zenatsu yet again meeting that aggression first. Kane Zera! Cage triggered. There were so many questions about him coming into this match. When does that performance come up? How are you feeling about the legacy that you're trying to bring to Envy? What the hell is this Sage pick, dude?
What? The castles are roasting the Sage
Gets
pick,
shut down
hello?
off of that so
No
often.
way.
Zenatsu
Kane
is
Zera is having not a
feeling
good
that
game though.
confidence.
15-24 on
And
Sage,
Envy's
now that's
is
rough.
waning.
Once again,
That is tough, bro.
play a patient game right now if you are Stella. I think that Envy
Ooh!
is feeling the
Wait,
pressure.
what a spam from Inspire there.
Speaking
Is
of
he hacking
pressure,
there?
Inspire just finds a spray.
Oh, he got another one! No way, bro.
That's two.
Third!
Three, it's
What?
just
What the hell? He got 2 kills through the smoke?
Right?
No way.
For both
What is
of
that?
these teams to qualify into playoffs, one of them has to go home.
endless second chances given to these teams, but eventually, for one, they will disappear.
Oh my
And these
goodness.
extensions, another flank. Now it's SW and Zenatsu working together. So less of a stack here in the back, and Envy, historically, they've tried to fight that out. When that happens, Exter, as always, flashing off of his bloody self. Stack behind him, though, and seeing how much they can get rid of. Kane Zero with the slow orb to prevent Stellai from being the aggressors. This is huge if the timing's good. 3 have flipped the site. Do they sandwich it properly? Ion meeting it early.
Oh.
Jump, and everyone
No.
from
For Stella to a little bit.
picked by Kane. So does Stellai keep this party going for OT number 5? Or does Envy steal away the breakpoint map here and now? Extra on the glass cannon op.
Kane Zera again, being left alone to watch mid. Seen this happen time and again on that defense. Usually at least walking away with one, but a lot more passive in this game. And I think that that role has been really a better ease into the nerves and the pressure that kind of come with playing on stage. It's true.
Kane. And is he gonna fight it? Oh, Zenatsu's going to, pressing up,
Oh,
and
geez.
just barely avoiding the intel. Now when
Okay, Kane Zera is stuck
can't
there.
Exactly press out of here, so Poppin's gonna have to facilitate.
He should try to.
the 3-stack with
Oh,
the
good scan
now
though.
that pressure is mounting.
Ah, he whiffs!
Bolt
Oh
is gonna let
no!
Kane get some spray damage down. He is down to 2 HP. As Stellai have not made any headway onto a site.
Honestly, once again, just excellent utility coming through from Poppin. Not only gets the information, but able to just find so much information to make it so that those kills can kind of come through. This is going to be a crunch into Ion, who's now down to 10 HP himself.
Yeah, must have got
Oh, Exer's dead. Ion is very low.
He's able to just stand it down.
He has to stay alive here
I feel
somehow.
Kane is going to be able to bring Ion back up to full, but
there's heal
his
at
45
least.
still tough, and
Oh
Ion
my.
can't play onto his smoke. Tisora's done it before he can get inside. So it's Kane Zera that will now play into.
Oh, got caught there.
Barrel SW catches it.
What is that?
One happened, but yeah, once again, this is just
Wait,
class book.
What is the playoff
Stella
games?
Gaming coming through here, writing their equations, doing their mathematical
Who's Envy
models,
playing? Envy's playing
knowing
Team Solid.
exactly
Okay.
how to play things,
Guess
and
it's
where to
winnable.
position all of their members, and it looks good every single
TSM
time.
Winthrop?
When they're playing this kind of calm style on this attack, it's feeling a lot more controlled. They're able to contain the chaos that comes out from Envy's side, especially with all these disgusting angles being held by all of their individual players. And so, Fedrek, we go again, 16 to 16.
God, Extra's up to 34, 25, 17. That's like my high school longer combination.
Don't give that information away. You might still be using the lock.
Nothing's in there anymore.
Okay.
Cage triggered.
Do I sound? Well, I do sound like I'm still in high school. Ooh, another spray through, another kill. God, Envy just need to trace one bullet and they just stencil away a kill. It's insane. Just terrific sense individually. Once again, Ion, front and center for that flank kill. Now it's just the back line. And Stella can't make any headway there either. Every extension you could ask for Envy. As simple an OT win as it gets. Could be flawless. Has the potential to be. Sora. Oh, he's good for one here, and he'll continue to be. But that should do it. SW, good lord. How many does he get away with before this is said and done? Extra's position given away. So we'll have to watch the second. And we're just toying him with a little bit.
Oh. Great job there.
It's just like these timings that they always regulation was so heavily defensive sided, and suddenly they've just both these.
Okay, Ion pull up the op now.
Activated on the attack here. Ion this time with the rifle.
Hey.
A cheeky play coming through.
Oh! What an angle!
Oh boy.
They are cooking something here.
The glass cannon on the Omen with the barrier to raise up, and you save it for 1816?
Throw the playbook out the window at that point. We're just having fun right now. Unbelievable play.
Oh, we got another one.
Sora goes down as well.
Come on, dude. Unbelievable work from Ion. Who's still rocking this operator from heaven is the rest
Hey,
of
is this the
NCT
final
go
run of
crunch
game or what?
As Stellite are forced to enter onto B. No other options, potentially no other chances. It's gotta be here. And Envy better not screw this one up. Exter,
Oh,
that's
okay,
exactly what he
5v2.
does. Plays off himself, off of his own flash. See Zord, 1-for-1. Gee,
3v1.
1-for-1, holding off of heaven.
Wait a minute.
Gee, pass it down. Turns into
Uh-oh.
a 1v1 against Inspire.
Wait,
It
how did
was
Envy
one
lose?
for him. And
Managed to
the
get this to
Cypher keeps
1v1,
away his
bro.
position. A second time for Gee to turn onto it and Inspire.
No way! Wait, how did he lose this round? Wait, that was on the books already. 5v2, man. That was on the wraps. What? How did they lose that one? Hello?
So confident after that last play.
What happened there?
Stuff and well, we go again, 17 to 17.
Bro, what are they doing?
Unbelievable plays coming through from both of these teams right now.
And we're just on map 1, bro.
Oh man.
Oh, I'm so glad
What
we're
are they
warm,
doing,
right?
bro?
This is what you wanted to see from both
What are
teams.
they
Fighting
doing?
for their life, fighting for
They
their
had it in the
dream.
back.
Envy, take over again.
Okay, that's 1 for
Inspire
1 at least.
Stopped after his first frag on mid. It's down to the 4 stack on this B site, and Kane's Era playing with this unconventional barrier on the cliff, trying to spin it again.
Spike already going down though. So time already ticking against them. 4v4 here. Retakes have looked good so far. He looking for something.
Exer's dead.
Still, I can skirt a lot of the
He gets-
ditches that Kane is set up and
he
still
gets swung
kill
by, like,
Dexter
3 people.
unpunished. Just feels like the
Paranoia.
problems are not met. There's no off angles and there's not.
Oh my. Wow.
Just the one other player
Okay, bro.
still. SLA Gaming. The
Can they complete here for their map?
Holy shit, everyone has like
For
20
their crowd.
frags. 20 bomb like everyone.
Inches of
Okay,
the
bro.
early play we saw. He's been aggressive with this cam up mid in previous attack rounds on OT. This time Envy don't meet it with personnel, but rather just a smoke on the books.
Oh, Kane's Era still alone, but will have Egster helping out while Poppin uses that utility to flush it out. But I think at this point, this has been the right call from Stella Gaming. They just give up that middle presence. They've been completely overrun every single time by the utility, just losing members for no good reason.
Yeah.
So let's just save it for when we going for a little bit of a switch up here, just off the Owl Drone information, as the rest of the group seem primed and ready to get on to A.
Yeah, this has been one of the best looking cells we've seen so far, but still Inspire with the double star is going to be able to at least
Oh,
stop
Inspire's
the
dead, right?
rotation
Yeah,
from
he got spammed
Denial.
there.
But Inspire is tracked after he travels the shots, and SW can also counter Poppin as well. This Astra just continuing to put up these numbers.
And he has ult?
And now
Wow.
Sora on the front line.
No
Poppin
way, you got
has
Astra
the
ult
button,
on
he's got in the pocket.
OT, bro.
And Envy have to course it back. It's got to be their own hero moments that make this work. And Kane's Arrow reveals his back early on, but the flash in still doesn't
Wait,
get the
Dexter is
opening
still
time
here.
before
Hello?
he traded away.
Okay, never mind.
SW1 for 4.
Wow, okay.
Estella
That was a...
waste.
Well, honestly, Envy should have won.
Long until
They
it's
throw that
on its
5v2
course.
so hard, bro. Like, how did they lose that
19-17,
one?
Stella win the
I'm still
pick'em.
wondering.
This
Nice
is the map
watch
that
map
they
too now.
chose. They're extremely confident on this one. They almost looked flawless in actual Challenger
wait,
stage
be right back. I'm
3,
going to the
But
bathroom.
of course, we just saw them lose this one to TSM. So, at the same time, Stella Gaming, once again, might have a little bit more behind them. And most importantly, I'm hoping that Envy are able to cool their heads off after that last loss, because once again, like with how Gyu just walked away with that, that's a little bit of a head scratcher and a little bit of a tilter.
Well, the MO is the same as the previous map. Survive on
Oh
attack.
my god,
thrive
the
on
audio is so
defense, and
fucked,
Envy
man.
will try to...
Ay, ay, ay. Dude, the audio is still cooked, bro. What is this quality, man? Quality is bad. I think his Twitch is so heavy though, that's...
Hero moments that make this work, and Kane Zero reveals his back early on, but the flash in still lets him get the opening frag before getting traded away. SW on for 4 as Stellai lay waste, and they've dragged it along until... Stellai playing their second Brazilian rep to the playoffs, or do we go to map 3?
Oh man, it's importantly, I'm hoping that Envy are able to cool their heads off after that last loss, because once again, like with how Gyu just walked away with that, that's a little bit of a head scratcher and a little bit of a tilter.
Well, the MO is the same as the previous map. Survive on attack, thrive on defense, and Envy will try to survive on this B site to start things out. Popping good for 2 as he'll plant this spike and let Exter get that extension going. Stellai planning to go for the breakout. Poppin revealed on the box, so he's gonna have to step back out into this. No, Saturate's gonna catch him early. He'll have to go for the solo fight as Exter holds the crunch.
Ooh.
And that'll get 2, makes Poppin's job so much easier. Envy's up 1-0 off the pistol.
Exter has up to no good for your team. And especially too, once again, going to that double duelist conversation, the fact that Exter is not the only duelist now opens up a lot more avenues for Envy to explore. Of course, on the other side as well, Stelle also walking with that double duelist composition. to me, I think that the utility usage always looks a little bit better from Stella Gaming. They just got to make sure that they convert those into kills, or at least stop it when Envy decide to pop off.
Well,
Oh my god, Kane Zero, what the hell is that?
Gonna start rolling up.
I hate Neon Judge,
See how
bro.
much
Like,
he can grab.
so fuck.
Okay, okay.
Wow. Modern art.
Did they say
mean,
this gun was gonna get a nerf anytime soon?
About a certain out foot race them.
Is he gonna get the ace here?
It kind
Oh,
of, if you
he's
are
gonna die to the
Stella
bomb.
Gaming there. So a really good confidence round for Kane Zera, which I think is going to be really important, especially as these rounds continue to unfold. Because like we've been saying, we haven't seen that pop-off performance from Kane Zera that we had really expected coming into Ascension. And that all comes down to confidence, in my humble opinion. And so seeing one of those types of rounds come through, it helps elevate your players a little bit more. And I think that that will be important if we want to start seeing Kane Zera come online.
Definitely so much on him to be able to press Envy forward for this attack. Inspire is gonna start lurking. Seeing how slow Envy can get away with playing. Sounds like the bonus. It's a beautiful poke on the key. I mean, that is marvelous. Start things out. You
Oh!
hurt him so hard, and Envy
Wait, you got 2 kills lurking mid? Wow, that is big.
on the lurk up top. So Stella, they gotta poke the bear a little bit.
Great
here.
timing there from BBJ.
Envy roar back again and give away another body. But I mean, Inspire's still just hanging out.
And he got a
here.
3rd kill. No
Easy
way.
third. You might just save your rifles at this point.
Oh, like their confidence, fantastic. Shut that one down.
The cows come home. Still, I have to continuously debate how much pressure they put on both the stairs and the market door, because Envy are liable to break it pretty quickly. Zenatsu,
Oh, great first pick there
extra.
from the Whaley.
Fantastic reaction to keep a leash on Envy. But that is one of the hero rifles that they have brought into this round, so you got to keep finding those key moments where you could break apart. Here might be one of them, as Poppin lays the drone up as 2 others on Envy's attack go up the elbow. You got some players on a real island here. If you set up a trap properly, like Stella is inclined to do, turn this round on its head.
But it's just so slow and cautious right now from Envy. This is buying time for Stella.
Ooh, great cross
Kane
placement there.
slow peeking Zenatsu, who's still holding it down, and now the entire reposition from Stella. They can bring everybody to A site. The conversation gets brought to Envy. And Inspire,
but they don't decide to commit onto the actual site. They don't necessarily know who's in the back line there. The threat of
that
utility,
Vandalor,
the
yes.
threat of a pop out,
2 kills,
I think
by the
was
way.
Just a little bit too overwhelming.
Talk about
for
value
Envy.
there.
And so they decide to call it quits and what should have been a pretty easy site take. So they will be able to get the spike down here, but it's going to be Stella Gaming on a 5v3 retake.
Okay, they have market control at least, and they have backside control. Decent here for Envy. Chance on a 5v3.
see what they've got.
So we'll see what they do.
Poking out after Zenatsu's already had time to reset. Well, you have reset the playing field and the clock. So still I have to restack. Now 3 rifles on the board.
Okay, that hit
Poppins
one.
found the nice choke to let this Hunter's Fury fly. Just an 80 tap.
Inspire with tough angle here.
Continued trollops, running a bit
He
low.
got 2!
Inspire has enough
Wow.
time
Great
to let those
spray
shots
control
fly.
there. He got 3! That is incredible from Baby J.
Zenatsu can at least nip that in the bud, but Poppin's still kicking with the shock dart and a bit
Oh,
of a
shit.
health pool. But the first one is short and Zenatsu
Ah.
kills before Poppin.
Yo, I think if he get that
Start
shock
there.
dart, the
Shock
first
bolt
one,
goes a
he
little
won.
Shockbolt doesn't
Both
find
are low.
anything, and so
He can easily
you know
win
what?
that.
A little bit of a misplay, and honestly, we've seen a couple of rounds now for Envy just kind of fall to some of those very silly mistakes, for lack of better terms.
Ooh,
This is a
that was
confidence round
close.
from Envy. They're rushing in on B.
Yeah, 0 to 100. And Stella gonna have to just try and maintain this back line.
Extra got a kill on the Cypher there.
Start wreaking havoc. As
Okay, Inspire's been causing problems here on mid.
Yeah, you
He
gotta
keeps
deal with
killing the rotations.
that. W, I mean, he has to
How
take
how are
time
they gonna
trying
deal
to
with
fight
this
out.
one?
And Inspire can just keep holding the market door to see if anybody snakes up from Boba. Stella is so restricted here.
Okay,
and they
they're
don't
gonna
even have to look
save.
at anything.
100%, yep.
Multiple times, just while dropping down that rifle.
Oh, never mind. They lose all the
Alright, let's say
guns.
we're gonna look and high, and yeah, like as we just saw, feels like they're more than willing to switch up this.
I think a big part of it, kind of ready to.
Inspire is gonna be met very early by Zenatsu this time with the Sheriff in tow. Space him out, box him away, force Envy to kind of bottleneck into this A-Link, and you can do a little bit of spraying on top of that.
Okay, after this map, I think I'm gonna hop on Valorant just to warm up. What? Extra got 2? Fully blind there? No way. What just happened, bro?
Chip away, and it leads this to a 2v2. Still though, Stellai are the ones that are zoned out. They've got to try and find a way to guarantee this spike is still watched, and so they'll set up a one-way to force Envy to try and skirt. But yeah, Ion can set up the smoke on Link too, so Stellai gonna have to take the long road as Envy will renegotiate and use the Cypher ulti to guarantee that the stack is still set here. So Ion's gonna step up, go for the snake in the backstab. Oh no, Aura will just hold the Link as they rotate over to the B site.
Oh, Ion whiffs. Oh my. It's 2v1.
And this is really bad too, because this means that they should be able to go and scoop up rifles off the comrades there. I mean, classic Stellai play right now in this 2v1 now. Already getting ahead of things here. Inspire has been so pivotal in this map up to this point. Let's see if he can do it again in this 1v2.
Wait, he can win this. He has a camera watching backside. He has a trip for market. He just has to watch this backside. So this is... He can win this. Actually, maybe take a timing peek here. And they're gonna double up as well.
Only the smokes to set up the space. Trap hit. Inspire aware. Cam catches.
Oh! There you go, see? I told you. You won that.
Inspire finds the pop.
Wow, bro. He's so good at clutch.
You see the paranoia fly through.
That guy's a clutch guy, bro.
And it's just a pistol
Like,
overwhelming
holy shit,
power,
man.
that makes sure
Actually.
that can happen. But this time, they've adapted. They've started adapting their defense now. They're trying to keep Inspire in check a lot more because...
Damn, imagine Winthrop University winning Ascension. That would be wild scenes. A uni team won Ascension. And they're gonna have to get signed, right?
Is activated. Zanatsu, nothing doing this time in the duelist for duelist ditto. The rest of Stellai have carved out Boba and Morkid, so Envy
Oh, they already finished top 3,
2v4,
basically. Which is insane, in my opinion.
Now trying to get the ball rolling. First shot taken out. Envy gets spooked. Sea-Zord pops out, popping. And
Yeah, Ion
in a
1v4,
much less
surely
scenario
not
than
happening,
Spider-Man
right?
Previous round. Sea-Zord can just hold.
Yep, it's not
coming
happening.
through from so much difficulty with that Cypher, and the last couple of rounds they've run it down to push a little bit more fear into his heart. And I think that that's kind of important to play that intimidation game so that you can make sure that that Cypher does not continue to find immaculate value.
Another loaded entry by Envy. Just overwhelming. And Inspire, this time on cams for the time being. A 3-stack. Pressing in down top mid. You better watch this.
Again, not a kill mid, but finally he's dead.
Can close that. And
But
now
still
Envy
numbers for
again,
Envy here.
hyperextend. Take over Boba. Kainzera flaunting that overdrive to play keep away. And so Stellai are inching forward on the vulnerable space. That's now been blocked by the smoke. So they condense even further. The triple stack right in front of the primary fragments. Recon Dart's gonna catch Eggster, just trying to do a little distraction dance to play for some extra time. And this Spider's Web is now set up with the personnel. 1-for-1.
Oh, great bait there. Great bait play from Envy there.
Happen. Seeing them find their value. And now Stellai Gaming back onto a save. Guy, the only one coming through with that Guardian in hand, but the rest of them just have Sheriffs. Convergent Paths, though, as well as that Hunter's Fury, are online, so there are a couple of tools. And well, if you know Stellai Gaming, you know that they're good for a Thrifty.
A lot of preventative tools to stick a fork in the road. Sea-Zord hasn't been as trigger happy with the Hunter's Furies as Poppin has, though. You assume that he'll kind of use it to split the board. Speaking of which, you got a 2-stack up in B main, Inspire still with the anchor on mid, and of course, the real party's on A. SW.
Oh, a spam there.
Sprayed away.
And the Omen gone.
Comes with the territory.
Inspire whiffing.
Zanatsu catches
Somehow.
Inspire. So we can speedrun this retake a little bit.
And they have Waylay ult.
You see
Maybe
that they're all getting
possible.
grouped up here. I'm so curious to see how they play this one 4v4.
Sidu is so trapped, but Zanatsu is here in time, and he's just gonna spray on the pop, and Kainzera's already down to a shred, and the saturate pressure's him stuck in that spot too. There's 2 effective
Wait a
players at
minute.
the moment,
Are they
and
gonna
there's
convert
2
Thrifty
live
here?
players. The outlaw from Exter isn't doing jack either.
Exter is 1 HP
Everybody's
also.
getting fully boxed out this round.
Never mind.
Free sight on his Zanatsu, though. No one's watching this.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait, what happened there?
With the cover fire, and suddenly it's a 1v1 after Gee trades away the face.
Oh, he bought a lot of time here.
The spike and the timing is
Still a flash?
has to hold on top of the flash.
Wow, that was
Extra
close though.
count, and Key
That was
It's an excellent setup.
getting a bit too dicey there.
and it feels like a collapse.
Got 7 rounds in a row, so it's again just looking really good from Envy. And Kane Zero right now has been on a tear. A little bit quiet in the previous map, but looking
Holy
really
shit,
good.
he's almost
A
dead,
lot
no?
of utility.
Just start taking more and more steps. Use it as a
He's still alive?
dimensional drift to let
Oh, he's
Papa
finally
get
dead.
Hunter's Fury and fully trap away
After
as
getting
W.
util dump
Brother didn't have
there.
a chance. And now the Cypher ulti coming out from Inspire to guarantee the rest of these positions, give Envy a safe ground to stick the spike down and understand just how far they can go from here. And Kane Zera, oh, he hears it. He sees
Oh,
it.
Kane Zera!
The crowd and keeps Tsora.
And he got 3.
Kane Zera just clears out everybody.
Nah, should he just put Kane Zera to play like duelist agents, right?
Performance
Don't put him on Sage, bro.
kills.
Put him on, yeah, put him on
Taking Inspire, who honestly at the start of this map
ASO.
was just running away with murder.
Jet.
Now Kane Zera is gonna test
Damn, I want to
the
watch
waters
Envy in
against
tier
this
1
eco.
actually. I hope they make it next year. But it's gonna be hard though without
Bouncing.
Ion and Kane
Anyone
Zera
with that rifle.
in tier 1.
And holding that top mid crunch, but Kane's
Okay,
already
a
to
bit
it.
whiffing
Tsora
there.
Meets it with the Sheriff. And yet again, Envy is stunted, but not stopped. Kane got him this far.
The drone saw 2.
Creeping onto the B site.
Extra is on site now.
Able to hide away for a moment here.
Oh,
And Tsora breaks
And
out.
the Cypher's dead.
He has been found. So Envy can carve out the first half of this site, but everyone's already here. It's gonna be a full-fledged fight, and you know Envy's ready.
Oh,
the raw
Envy survived that one. That was close again against a Thrifty.
Drift, Stella trying to meet it early.
situations, they're just going to be able to come out on top of that one. And they do so beautifully. It feels like the timings that they're finding and just the raw fragability power is just looking fantastic from these guys. And yeah, like you said, now up to 9. This map could be over very soon here.
Extra popping that dimensional
for one.
Stella trying to meet it early, and now
Okay,
it's
Extra's
down
dead.
top, but they still
Kenzera
win
is
out.
ulting.
Zora is kicking.
Run it down there.
The overdrive.
Oh, wait a minute.
SW stops that.
Never mind. He got a headshot it.
So many heals just dug
But
into
still,
this game.
2v2.
Just keep on pressing. Inspire and Ion trying to get the tank rolling and see Duzord. Oh, your back's been caught. Now, especially with that Cypher ulti, Stella can.
Okay, great
Duzord
wrap
makes the
around there.
cycle. Not a
It's a 9-3 half. Alright.
question may change.
See, we know. Force out that.
Crowd, and he's gonna just lean into the bit even heavier until he
Wait, Kane's there got 2 kills there. How, man? Isn't he blind?
Pistols have looked pretty
Let me
solid
see.
by them thus far. Kane, once again, ready to meet it. Big crowd, and he's gonna just lean into the bit even heavier.
Okay.
Into the remaining
Whatever,
stack
that
on A site,
happens.
which is heavy. Ready to unload. Popping an extra take.
Oh,
there.
great. Okay, I think Envy
Have as much in their
just
pocket.
snowballed this map, right?
And continue to make.
Okay.
They can just carry it out
Extra
here
got
and
the
now.
first kill with the auto. Okay,
Keep
it's
that
spoiled
morale
already.
Fully up and kicking. And continue to make your threats so singular. Your win conditions anywhere. Eggster does have
Wait.
a way out.
Can do this trip? I
He
just
ain't
knew.
done yet.
That's new. I learn something every day.
Stella is though. He'll turn tail.
I am the judge here. Close
The
up
other
already.
side, and yeah,
Might get 1.
Not the judge, man. Don't
At
do
least.
it to me again. This
It's a
time,
bait
though, it
setup,
is
no?
In Ion's hands. Yeah, here we go.
There you
yeah.
go.
Cam did catch Poppin, but yeah, they must.
That's
just
a good
not
bait
been able to
setup.
Fully swing. Now he choked up here on a main. No access at all here. Stella cannot trespass a bit.
And like you can see, they're just waiting for those opportunities to try and find something, but stuff isn't being given up to them. And once again, I think that is just Envy running them around, you know, playing the aggressive game, pushing them back, not making them comfortable by any stretch of the imagination.
30 seconds
And it's really looking like Envy are going to take this now, 11-3. Like there's no door open here, and even though the recon bolt goes in, Inspire finds one.
Spike down. B.
Yeah, this looks
One enemy
about it.
Okay, great hold.
Paranoid
11-3.
feeling that they could get caught wherever.
Resilience from Envy is unbelievable. After that last tilter of a map, to kind of come back in with the level of confidence that we've seen them play, like they don't feel phased at all about what happened last time, which I think is a huge boon, especially as we get closer and closer to map number 3. Like, you know, feeling that confidence despite everything that kind of happened is going to be massive for their head game in order to make sure that bind can kind of fall in their favor if we do get there. But once again, it's looking pretty likely.
Stellite's heads, maybe not there just yet. Perhaps after this full rifle buy. No mid presence from Envy here. Just have Ion watching close with this judge in case of emergency.
And it looks like the call being made from Stelle was, hey, let's just play this slow. Let's set up our trap again, wait for them to push into us, and Envy just feel aware of it, right? Like, this is just so patient from them, and they find their opportunities, almost finding Zora.
Oh, it's 1 HP there. The Yoru.
Zora down to just a crumb of health, and he's got to try and distract the rest of the stack. You see Zora's got to make it over to where the push is going on. There's just too much util in the way. For just
Oh my god, the judge, bro. Just is a thorn on the side there.
Judge before getting fragged back upon, and still Envy step onto
Oh, whiff there from Inspire.
Now the rest of Envy makes their way forward with 10 seconds to go. They cannot stall. They have to fight. And Zora pokes a barrel out. Zera popping with the outlaw, and now they rush.
What the fuck is happening?
Stun. It's another crowd clearing that will take Envy to 12-3 unless Zora has something to say about it. Poppin could just hold this, right?
Wow, I just fixed it.
Yep.
Oh, no way. So good. I'm out from them.
Everybody on Envy doing their part. And yet, still so much potential to string together harder if they need to. Envy are ready to play for the long haul, ready to take this to bind. Stellai might already be as
What?
well.
You got 2 kills?
Saturate doesn't hit him until he gets 2.
Jesus.
And Envy can once again get in front of the problem, inch ever closer.
Okay, it's over, right?
And start shooting in their faces. Yeah, have fun with it, Kane.
Oh my goodness.
Bro, that's a disrespect, bro.
Finds the kill too.
No way.
In the midst of all of that, and yeah, Inspire's standing up now. Oh boy. Yeah, there we go. That's what we expect from the Envy boys. Yeah, obviously the crowd as well. Not too. This one.
Okay, let's watch map 3.
All signs pointing to.
Oh, they're playing Clove on this map,
So
Zera.
very excited to kind of see how this one is going to be playing out, and I think the ball is going to be in Stella Gaming's court. Obviously, bringing a very util-heavy focus.
I hope they don't run
composition.
Sky next year.
I like some of the materials that they're bringing here, especially the double
I
sentinels.
mean,
I think
the initiator right now is kind of ass,
has a
so
lot to
maybe
set
Sky
up
is
the rest
pretty
of the
decent
team
now
with.
after the
It's
nerfs
just
to
whether or not
Sova,
they're gonna be
KO,
able
and
to
the
stop
others.
that bulldozer that is known as Envy, and once again, both these teams walking in with a 100% map win rate.
Gecko is anchored at the bottom of the sea, though.
This
That's a
specific
problem.
map, so both of these bulls are going to be clashing against each other really intensively.
Yeah, we're gonna see some big beam clashes this game for sure. Both teams fighting for their lives, for that step into the playoffs. One of the last spots to try to gain that entry into VCT. Envy has circled the boat, taken over lamps. Stellai is satisfied with their spacing on the spike. Perhaps
It's a 5v3 already.
Zord is taking the long road to short, but by that point, Envy has cleared the rest of the team. 1v5, let's go Sidu, Zoich! Okay.
So, Exter finding a 4K to start us out. I mean, we saw what Exter can do alone on the Duelist on map number 1, who really, that was Exter trying to drag them across Abyss, but not able to do so. So I'm assuming we're going to be seeing a lot of crazy gunplay coming out from this Yoru.
Yeah, already trying to set up the trap on the potential stack for the TP. They'll just TP right back as Stellai let the stack fly, and yeah,
You got shut down.
Mira.
Mira.
Exactly. And like, okay, also, like, obviously that was just a fun round because of how it goes. But you're walking into Envy who have like SMGs in their hands. Like, I don't know if that was necessarily the right play, but you know. Yeah, now we get to see a little bit
that's
more
a
what we
conversation.
expect.
Should be
No
on stream.
ants, no caterpillars this time. It's just going to be nice and slow from Stellai Gaming, trying to catch one of the members of Envy off guard. But this is the thing, right? Like, we saw it on the last map. We're seeing it happen again. Envy, they can just simply take their time. They're not the ones pushing out here. They don't have to overextend themselves. And when they can sidestep some of that utility and then they can pop out at the right moments, find a kill, back off, that's when they look best. And Stella Gaming, like when they go for these slow attacks, it's in hopes that somebody is going to walk out. Somebody will be caught off guard. And if Envy just deny all of that, then, you know, it feels like Stella are the ones walking into the trap.
Got.
Oh, here they walk. Poppin considering, but yeah, instead it'll be the double flash. That's beautiful swinging from Poppin.
One enemy remaining.
Whew.
30 seconds left.
Demolished on the front door.
Yeah, I think that's certified yikes. Not being able to find anything decisive towards Envy. And this heat up was what I was worried about for Stella Gaming. If Envy get going, then there is really no room for error. Every single time you have a little slip up, every single time there's a little hole in what's going on, Envy are going to punish you and punish hard.
Wow. No real answer to that, unfortunately. This is very, like, par for the course for how Stella try to approach the attack. It's gonna start slow. It's gonna take a second to get their feet off the ground. You can see Zenatsu in particular really questioning when he chooses to approach on top of his flash because he knows there's so much of a bank that he's kind of dipping into. He knows how risky it is to kind of just jump into that damage pool himself. Tough timing game that you have to play, and so you'll see more often than not Zenatsu's going to go for poking at first and let T-Sora try and enable him. Fourth time's the charm here for Eggster, as the outlaw outside of the TP will finally find somebody hanging around, loitering in the bathroom.
I also just want to point out, in these last 3 rounds, Stella Gaming have only found a single kill.
Yeah.
Like, wow, the odds... Once again, I know it's just been 3 rounds, but it is such a hard mental game as well. Just understanding how dominantly Envy have been putting on this showcase against them.
Yeah, if they can keep the record up here, especially against Zenatsu's rifle. Easy punish incoming with the toxic screen on top of the stack. They'll make noise before they go in, so it'll be red. You can just start spraying.
A lot of damage there on the spam.
Tossed out on close range to see if anybody's holding down with something ratty. Oh, it might have just bounced, in fact. T-Sora.
Oh, no.
What?
One enemy remaining.
And we're locked out again. Good God. I gotta see that collat.
Oh, and it's the exact same position on the last round, too. Like, Envy are just holding that long to really do so. Envy consistently try and take there.
Unbind, they know.
Yeah, like, I think that this is just Poppin playing smart on Envy. Just like, hey, once again, like you said, they're 5 steps back as well. They're hanging out in the back line, waiting for Envy to aggress, but no one is there. And so they burn all that time, and then when it actually comes down to the engagement, they're down time and down resources to try and push through.
Well, they'll toss a little bit of a grab net here to try and get a trap going, but Kane is mobile, active, and locked. 2 now for that Clove, that unconventional pick. He pointed out yet again. But since Kane has been on the Brimstone up until this point, it feels a bit like more of a fluid pivot, especially considering that Kane has been on that confident Clove before on other maps, switching out with Ion every once in a while. Guy will catch this insert lurk onto Ion, and it's good for Stella to start conditioning that now better than later.
He saw the legs through it.
And yet still, we're just poking and prodding on the openers, and you have no proper way in now that you've lost your Fade and your Yoru. Like, you have no decent way in other than an Arc Rose, and that's already gone, so you gotta play the waiting game here.
Yeah, it's looking really tough, and on top of that too, Poppin, I was just about to say, unless he gets cleared, it's gonna look even more difficult. Do have a couple of smokes here, and we'll be able to zone things out.
Oh, 3 kills already?
Yeah, now you can really just
Wow.
start stepping in. Starts raiding.
Yeah, just put him on like
They're
ages I can
destroying you.
frag out, bro.
Zera. Once again,
Neon
we've talked
Clove.
about this Clove pick. Yeah, it's kind of interesting here. But with how Kane is
Chamber,
finally
maybe?
lit up, how the confidence is finally coming through, is able to walk away with a couple of kills there alongside Eggster. So this time around, it's going to be going through. Ion going down. Stella
Shot
have a real
the
opportunity.
wrong guy there.
It's a good decoy by Zenatsu to body block and negate a lot of the damage done, but still, bare bones by in a tough damage pool. Plus, Spike is a little delayed. Luckily, Zenatsu has an extra gate crash in the pocket to speed run that, but a dimensional drift by Eggster. Again, these ultimates feel seismic, game shifting, round ending, and you can still flash from inside it. Yeah, Eggster can just play as that resident sentinel. Great TP by Zenatsu. to find that extra prong, and so it'll reset Extra as well. Envy do it all over again, but they have the stack, they have the players, and they have the heal to let Extra go for round 2 with that extra health in the tank.
Ooh, the
Inspire
spam.
can spray on Nagi. Again, the bullet tracing is enormous, and so it's on Zanatsu to get the ace to save face. Will he? No! Inspire has
The dimensional Natsu almost is able to clutch though. Stella Gaming. That's going to be 3 ultimates online. My eyes are going to be on the annihilation from.
Oh, this is a
Has to
6-0
be
start.
huge to be able
So
to win this
dominant,
round.
bro.
It's found Ion. It seems like they're really trying to trap it. No, they'll go for the orbital strike on top of the grab.
Okay, Ion's
That will be
dead.
the first frag going
Got
Stella's
red
way.
bolted.
And they've got to amp up the gas from here, but the stack is
Oh,
ready
no.
for him.
What a
Envy,
great hold.
Poppin and Inspire have their cubbies, and the refrags popping from the
One
dart and
enemy
gets
remaining.
3! And hasn't even used the birds yet. Now he has.
Wait, they have
Dawn to confirm
3v, bro.
Zoid's position. Inspire pokes out, instantly defeated. Maybe take another second here. Sidu Zord has the nightfall now and catches Eggster, who's just gonna stick the sight line down. Sidu Zord pops out, grants the intel. Eggster, the decay is fading. The chances are waning. Sidu Zord will re-up on intel. Haunt, and Eggster continues to stick it until the poke out. Sidu Zord searching, finding
Ooh,
the
Eggster.
Eggster still wins.
Wow, he won the
They
round.
get absolutely nothing.
Insane, bro. And we
Walking
kind of
away
throw the run,
just
though.
at the very end there is Exter
close.
with the final kill. The fact that they did not clear that crossfire to do, not Envy. Envy are gonna play right.
It's just the
Oh, 2-dimensional drifts as well. Kind of unbelievable. But at this point, a couple of ultimates on the
Is
side
it
of
8
Stella.
up there? Or Kane's it?
Still available. Sorry,
Maybe.
just the annihilation available. A couple of ultimates on the side of Envy, but
Oh, you
they're
get
going
cleared,
in.
though.
so ballsy from Kane, but there's a reason for that. He's got the not
No
dead yet, and now
rest.
alone after Kane's
But
error.
he's dead.
TV's out, or extra TV's out, excuse me. That should be an easy finish, but
Ooh.
Inspire sprays down the stack through the cage.
Ah, they got shut down, bro. No way.
Anything. Like it lost with option paralysis
Actually,
on
got some
everything that's
shut down
kind of
there.
going on the site.
So frozen. And a lot of that is starting to become fear. Stellai, another forced breakout. Kainzera just setting up the smoke, just setting up himself with the shorty. Zanatsu, again, swarm and deal with the immediate threat. Sorry, Kane. Better luck next time. And you know he'll go for it
Oh,
next
they got
time.
pinched here.
You're
Uh-oh.
crunched up in the lamps on top. of this!
No.
What? Poppy
Guardian
got
and
2?
Poppin gets 2
How?
with the shorty eye on the
Spike down
reset,
A.
gets 2 from the other side. And no matter
Wait,
what
how did
you
they-
try, it just
How is
never
Poppy still
feels
alive, bro?
like enough.
He killed 1 each with
The
the shorty, bro.
stone ball
That is
look-
insane.
With it every round. They've gotten away with
I
it
wanna
9
see, bro.
times.
Let's see, yeah, his POV. What the hell?
Oh man, it's just that little bit of miscoordination. Like the swings out are just not as good coming through, and it's just Envy kind of just chilling
is
in their
that from
individual
Poppin, bro?
locations and finding the frags necessary.
way,
like,
bro.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel like there's not that much to
It's just
analyze.
over.
Like Stella Gaming are approaching it with everything correct. Like they're making sure to do stuff, but they're just walking into Envy's traps round after round, and they show absolutely no sign of slowing down.
On the verge of sudden death.
And
the
a
most
hookah
pressure
crunch
that
there.
Envy has probably experienced this entire season. The first time they've truly faced the danger
Wait.
of the other teams in America's
Wait,
doing. They don't
why
back
did
down.
Inspire
Instead,
shoot there?
they'll just pump it up against this save round. Poppin yet again activates, but Stellai
So
holds their
3v2,
footing
Extra
and
is
will get
1,
some
but he
decent
TP'd
trades
back to
away.
A.
Down to this 2v3. Of course, it would
Wait,
be
just
on a
rest, they
save,
run a
but
double
we're
senti
potentially
comp
seeing
here.
this kind of
Steely Gaming.
flip around here.
They run
But
that
Extra
lock end,
still
but I
is
thought that was
on A.
Viper, bro. All this time.
Has been
Apparently not.
shooting so crisply.
They run solo Brim.
Does back off though, as well, who else but Kainzera is now going to potentially rotate around. This still feels like, even though we might see Stella get that spike down, it should be a snuff out from Envy when they decide to move in.
Yeah, again, they can take their sweet time with this. Everybody watching, very, very back, satisfied with just holding on to this CT spot.
Well, Extra is 14 and 1 right
Ion
now.
is already
That is
deactivated
insane,
the
bro.
pit.
Even after
So,
losing that OT kind of
Stellai,
tiltingly, they
again,
just
they feel
sweep
that
these
fear,
2 maps
that
now.
ever-present danger. Zord steps
Oh jeez.
almost into the sun, but it's Kainzera. That'll be the first to step in. Eggster does have a flash in the bank. Does he use it here? No, contact, dead. Zord holds it down with that sheriff. One more? It's gotta be. Or it's still nothing for Stellai. Sees to decay, trap, Ion, making so much noise. He traps him into the swing
Oh
and
my.
deals most of the damage there. He's playing with his heart. Even in such a dangerous position.
Oh,
and
no.
Ion, there's no way he's holding this. No!
Wow.
No!
You just
It's
cannot
so-
do any wrong
It's
here.
Ion the heads up. and is ready to frag that one down. Oh, it's so tough. We're going to be seeing Stelle now go for that full buy up. We're going to be seeing that operator in Zanatsu's hand. But it gets closer and closer
they're done
to their
they're down
elimination.
10-0
Extra spotting
and they're
someone out,
opting.
it was like, oh,
Are you
boy,
serious?
But that's just going to be good info.
I
What?
don't think
Are we serious right
he
now?
knows if they know if he made it through because of how the timing on the blind was, but yeah,
How
after
they know
that
there's an
dog
op,
was
right?
thrown, there's got to be some
the dog?
inclination. Now the TP.
Bro, like,
Exer just tossing some variables into the mix
no way.
early on here. And we'll reset. Poppins loved it here. And Zanatsu is alone. Very much so. Not again.
Okay,
no.
they have 3 guys,
So
pretty much
close,
at A.
dude, what?
Sorry, at B.
And meanwhile, it does look like the rest of Stelle are
There's a
getting
one
set up
lurker
to push
here.
in onto A, but it's Kane's era just on the other side.
Open is an off angle
That could be
here.
deadly.
Did they expect this?
Simultaneous here.
Okay, they expect it, but open with a
Poppin just-
better angle.
Gets those every time. All they have is A.
Ooh,
He-
nice swing there.
Nice first stack.
Kane Zera might be in
Zera's
trouble
been
here.
netted. Exter
It's
is back, and
crouched.
Exter is fragging
30 seconds left.
on the site. Fearless for the rest of the team to get their way on, and now the Dimensional
Oh.
Drift dancing around the members of Stellai.
Oh, maybe this is the round they
Popping
win.
back as well. The whole crowd is here,
Or
and
not.
the whole of Stellai is
Nope.
bamboozled.
Guess not.
Popping with
Doesn't feel like Stelle can
Guess
still
not.
one
So it's
get onto the
11-0.
board. To at least give them a hope, but it's very quickly slipping away from them.
and Inspire. I mean, he already shushed the crowd. What is he going to do after this game if they end up winning it? Certainly silence thus far. Still work to do. Stellai creeping up. TP from Kane Zera. That boy is fearless. Pop in. Coming out with the bird.
Oh, I got one there.
Almost an easy two-piece, but Zord can stabilize. But Kane still this ever-present threat with the TP, so Tisora has to have his back turned. And Stellai have to have their resources split onto a site that's been fully stacked by Envy. They know it so well. Nightfall on should get all the tracking they need. Exter still gets one on the way down. Now it's Inspire's turn to swing with Ion's help,
Oh
and
my
they clear house
goodness.
again! It is just perfect!
Things out, and I don't know how much comms really makes a difference in that sense. They're just so
Is it 13-0
comfortable
or
playing off
what?
one another and so comfortable on this map that they're effective on trades, but also effective at just finding those moments of brilliance. As it is now, halftime in the
Of what could be their last round of the season. Mile away on
one now, and then cards. Term right now.
Okay, this might be just being
25
time for
of
the
the
prac
last
game.
20. Zanatsu ready for the weaker site TP. But so much individual responsibility on these two new stars, Zanatsu and Tisora. Zanatsu already selling the clone up in the TP,
Oh,
and he gets killed before
okay,
TPing
Zera
away.
got the kill.
Tisora has to sell his hand with the grab net into the trap on Geese crunch through the TP, and even then, a load of damage is done on the way down.
Oh yeah, they're gonna
Stellai
crunch the
still
showers.
down.
Oh, they might be in trouble here.
Overall, but a 4v4. Let's Envy reset. They've
Oh
taken
my
over
god,
the
they got
site
crunched now by the
from
attackers.
Short, though, and they're gonna try and go for the crunch onto the showers. He explodes
Okay, it's
out, but the rest of
13-0.
Envy has taken course.
Yeah, it's 13-0, bro. What the
And
hell?
SW has to clutch up a 1v2 with just one
How's this
smoke
a
in the tank
13-0,
after
bro?
all is said and done.
That is
and
wild,
the bird has
bro.
caught him in the back. Envy's 2-stack.
And
is
they
confident
TP.
as ever as they rotate through the TP
Oh
and
my
force
god, this is
SW
rough.
to make even more key decisions in his retake.
Yeah, Spike will go down nice and easy. Single smoke left. Single smoke goes down. Here, just a little bit of overgrowth for.
Oh my god, it's lagging. It's a bit heavy here, but this run is over anyway, so let's just hop off and log into Valorant. Okay, hopefully I can like record the scrim and like we'll see though, we'll try. But if the FPS is not supporting, I'm gonna switch to single stream. Whereas right now it's I'm double streaming. So We will see, bro. We will see.
Match found.
Go. Let's go.
Hello.
Hello.
Time to jump. My portal broke.
Yikes.
Ultimate orb spawn. Time to jump.
Anyone else? My portal broke.
Blocking sight.
Hello? Hello, what's up?
Blocking sight.
Oh yeah, so good, all good. Is it because of last Friday's custom?
No, I accidentally put it on.
Okay.
This guy's still sleeping.
Oh, why did you sleep on like on our first practice match?
Nah, Ryan, it was a. Oh, wait. Probably, she's probably eating, I guess.
I don't know, see first.
Alex taking
They say Mochi cannot join because he injured his wrist, right?
Yeah, he did. I went on the half. I don't know what he did, bro. Push up or what, man?
Yeah, wait, huh? Just... Yo, missing.
But look at the just sand.
Yeah.
It doesn't. There's no. Wasn't cast.
Yeah. Can't tell.
Is it actually move?
No, I think it's already, they removed like the cast already. Now it's just like letting it heal up now.
Oh, maybe.
Even if bypass PM should be able to still join, right?
Yeah,
Stars,
you can
right?
join.
No, just wait a bit. Oh, by the way, I cannot change the servers there. How I cannot change the servers there? What now? I want to change to only Singapore, but then we are stuck in Hong Kong. What the fuck? Yeah, we are literally in Hong Kong / Singapore. I cannot change the servers there. How am I not allowed to change the servers?
Party's over.
Oh, he changed those. Okay. Oh my god, this is what they say. Recommended. I was like, okay, lor, whatever. Lor. Oh, why is this taking so long? Oh my god.
No, I know it's our first.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm still in NDM.
Oh, okay.
Time to jump.
Nice and slow. Stand down. Back in a flash.
Do better.
For you. Block sight. Head. Your duty is not over.
Charge your ults.
Too bad.
Haven't you got somewhere to be? There isn't it.
Block in sight.
Oh yeah! Monster on the loose!
Hello?
Fire in the hole.
Hello?
That's right.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, join in. Do you know where Alex is? Can you get his ass in now?
Be sleeping, you know.
Can you like wake this guy up?
I don't know how.
Okay, use your Discord phone, use your Discord, and then just ping that guy.
Yeah.
Cause I already pinged him already, man. Cause already said tonight 8 PM practice and this motherfucker sleeps on us. What the hell?
He was too tilted.
That's why I already said, though. That's why I already told you guys, don't stop it, don't fucking queue when you guys are on a vet looking straight. Holy shit, how bad?
Yeah, I said technically, it was already Alex's fault. Since I already told him to not do the
Matches, yeah, exactly.
but he still did it, which led to him.
You want to play? Let's play.
Oh my god, wait, let me see this guy. Bro. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh my god, what is this motherfucker doing here? Holy shit.
Get out of my way.
How many losses?
7, 8 losses, 9 losses.
Ah, this guy. No wonder.
Like,
bro.
I was like, bruh. What? Hello? Is he still really asleep?
I mean, no idea.
Can you just drag him?
Probably.
Can you just drag him to this call? Just drag him to this call.
Yeah.
Yo, Alex,
Scream.
wake up!
Scream.
Alex, wake up! Chibai, this motherfucker.
He will leaves his computer on, then he goes to.
This guy
My
hearing
fucking
lullaby
god.
right now.
Let me just call this motherfucker now. Holy shit. Yo, wake up. Yo. You log in already, right?
Okay, guys, I think I cannot stream the game.
Okay. Hey, legit, don't tell me he's bruh, this motherfucker. No way. No fucking way he's asleep.
Okay, I'm gonna end the stream because my FPS is taking up so much time. So yeah.
Wow, I don't want to get
I'm
Mochi to
not
play,
gonna-
Wait, just message Mochi, screw it,
I'm not gonna stream. What do you say? I'm not gonna stream the prac. Fortunately, so yeah. I'll be back later, guys, when I'm playing ranked. So I'm gonna pause the stream first, go for Premier Prac, so I don't refill the stress anyway. So yeah, and yeah, later I'll be back. Okay, guys.